Looks like we got an object waiting for you. Want to take a look out there? I'm not sure what you're talking about. Are we missing something? Don't see anything. Yeah, we see the camera filter came off the mark. It's about your 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock going away. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Discovery, we're sending you an order to stay vector.
Hello, 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 and all. Welcome, one and all. How is everybody today? Sorting stuff out. Okay, we'll join the party, and we're discussing last week.
Being
Last
attacked
time.
and
Okay, yeah. So first things first. Yeah. Everyone should have got an advance last time. So who missed the last session? I can't remember.
I did. That's why I was here. That's why I showed up today, because it's like I may end up leaving early or being constantly interrupted. Who the hell knows?
Absolutely fine. So, because basically speaking, yeah, you graduate. You if you missed the last one, which is absolutely fine because it was up in arms whether I'd make it or not, and I think you had to prod me more than once to keep me awake, didn't you? But you get
Well, yeah, and you had said something. I'm so sorry about missing, but you had said something about having to pull an all-nighter, so I thought you were going to let us know
well,
because
this
it was
is
a
it.
work-related
I did.
thing.
Yeah, I didn't know what the plan was. I didn't know what the situation was, and the answer was basically I got home at 7 o'clock in the morning and had 4 hours of kip, and at 1 o'clock was ready to play. So I didn't warn anyone. It's my own fault.
And at that point, I had already been rolling with my kid, and I was just
Yeah, it's
I
absolutely fine.
apologize.
It is not a
Don't want to
problem
let
at all.
anyone down.
No. As I say, it's completely blameless. So, okay. Anyway, you all successfully graduated. TPK 99 was identified as the traitor. He was given to Vena's family, and therefore Vena, by a so-called friend of the family, a blue giant of the Arcane species, and has a long history of animosity towards the old wolf, or Mert the Moneylender, the head of the academy. You successfully fought off the attack to retrieve him and graduated with full honours from the academy. Hence the fact you got your advances. So you do get so basically I can't remember if I did with the items.
captured item or 5 PowerPoints.
Yeah, well, no, you don't forget, you all got your medal. You all received a medal of service, which basically grants you a Benny once per session, once per day. Actually, not once per session, once per day. When activated, you can use it to gain a free Benny, as it were. You've got your you had a choice for the core cadets, those who don't have any sort of magical persuasion. You had a choice of an accurate weapon, so it's any weapon that you're capable of wielding. They would be engraved with the emblem of the Spelljammer Academy, which identifies you as an official Spelljammer Academy officer, and also happens to make it accurate. And for those who actually were sort of past their Spelljammer training, which was those of you that were able to fly the ship, you were also therefore eligible to qualify as a Spelljammer, which means instead of having a core cadet weapon, you can have a Spelljammer cloak, which basically contains 5 power points and recharges at 1 power point an hour.
What was that about a medallion?
You got the medal. You also got the medal of service from the Spelljammer Academy. You can activate it once per day to gain a Benny. It's once every 24 hours.
Okay, so all right, so we did. Those of us that weren't there didn't get the advance. Is that correct?
Well, you should all have. Every character shows as having the advance, so you have got your
Okay,
fourth advance. You are
So
seasoned.
we're on 4.
You're on 4.
Yeah, I'm on 4. That's good.
Yeah.
Okay, and then what was my other question? But they don't get the weapon then. Is
Yeah,
that right?
you get the choice of your graduation gift. You can have an accurate weapon or a Spelljammer cloak. What it really comes down to.
How do we go about getting those? Because I don't.
Well, you just tell me which one you want.
I think since Trust is such a clumsy little thing that doesn't do close-in fighting, or well, no, maybe she needs an accurate bow and arrow or bow.
Yep, you want.
Well, yeah, do the accurate short bow.
An accurate short bow. Okay, so I'm just going to do tick click click. He wants an accurate You know how to do it yourself, but I'm happy to. So I go over to Pathfinder
TK,
Chorus.
I could have done it. Do you want me to do it? Is that
That's
what you?
absolutely no. That's fine. It's absolutely fine. There's enchantments, so it's a masterwork. Your gift kit is a masterwork weapon, and it is accurate. There you go.
All right.
And you want an accurate bow and arrow, Trist. Sorry, an accurate bow, I should say. That's not a problem at all. Okay, that would be short bow, which on weapons.
Ooh, I'm wounded. May I remove my wounds?
If you weren't here last week, yes.
Yeah.
I know. Last time, I should say. I know I said last week, but we are talking about to go. I was thinking of this bi-weekly episodic adventures. Right. Has that? Otherwise, also just make a note on your character sheets because I don't actually have any item created. A graduation medal, so you can use it to give yourself a. And then if you've got your red cadet uniforms and your blue security helmets, you can get rid of those and just you've now got a proper Spelljammer Academy uniform.
Yeah, no longer red shirt.
So, but then obviously last week after the graduation, we sort of jumped forward 6 months. You've done lots of minor missions, and you were having a refresher course on the training deck when Jim and Munker said the bennies must fly. And yeah, you were having training on the sim deck when something happened. Basically, huge shards of crystal are bursting up through the Spelljammer Academy and seem to be destroying the place. You fought your way out of the Spelljammer deck and realised you need to get up to the floor above. The only way to do that is to use the external path going up around the outside of the Spelljammer Academy island. And as you got onto the path, which is where we left it last week, as you looked towards the mainland and out to sea as well, basically, and as across the horizon, as you can see, were multiple huge crystalline shards bursting up out of the ground and rising skywards. That's where we left it.
Hey, can you set up auras?
No.
As you can't.
No, no one's worked out how to code 5 auras into Savage Worlds yet.
But you can certainly put the light token on as an aura, and then you can let people know that you know when you're moving about, that it makes it obvious that you're in the what the hell am I trying in the aura, whatever you're doing, right? Whatever thing you're barfing out like that, it works out that way.
I guess I need a 5-inch light token around me.
I mean, you can take well, the GM can go in and create a custom light token with a different color. You know what I mean? So
that's what I meant. Like,
can you add the light effect to an edge? Can you add a light effect to an edge out of interest? Because that would be really easy.
I can't remember.
I don't know.
No, that'd be interesting to try.
I don't know. I'd done lighting effects. Mine's has got lighting buttons on it. You push the button and it does lighting effects. So I don't know. I automated it all.
I have so many crap that fires off of people being within my command range, and it's just going to get worse.
Yeah, to cut a long story short, putting a light on the character is the easiest, best way of doing it.
Yeah, that's the way I've always done it, just to make it, and then now you've got it.
Then I've got to remember. Then I've got to enable lighting on the map, and if I do that, I suspect you'll find you're all in. Oh, I've done it on this one. Be all in the dark. Okay, who needs a light?
Sorry.
Well, let me just throw this out to everybody right now that you get +1 to your spirit or vigor rolls when you're attempting to recover from being shaken or stunned, if you're within 5 inches of me. So
I'll just remember it, you know what I mean? Just call it out.
Yeah, but
+1 or +2?
You young, you stop loafing and get up.
That's 5 inches. Is that within 5 inches of you, or within 5 inches of your mount? Right. Okay. Oh, right. Now, yeah. So I've actually remembered to turn on stacking today. So now I can put Worthington, Petticoat, Trundlefoot the fourth on top of
Yay.
Mortimer as it
One.
belongs.
That's
And
it.
then when you click on it, look, if you click on it, you get a choice of tokens. I'm just explaining how this works. And you click on the token you actually wish to activate of the pile, as it were. So at the moment, because Target Clank's slightly covering Mortimer and you see you'll get all three up together. But there we go. So that
Oh,
works
I don't
beautifully.
see I don't see the map, but that's because I'm not on the tracker. But that's all
Can I
good.
pick them both
Okay.
up? Can I move
Uh,
them as a unit?
No, but no, unfortunately, that's the one thing you can't do. Okay, who's missing from the combat tracker?
TK is.
TK is. Okay, let's move TK back. Well, menu, add to tracker, add
Sorry.
PCs. We'll put TK interest at the back and then reshare the map. Okay.
I see the map now, but yeah.
Okie dokie. So, yeah.
That was
So,
plus 2 to shaken.
sorry.
Plus 2 to shaken and stun, or just shaken?
I don't know what the effect was. Well, okay. Now I need to add a token light. Now someone taught me through this because I always get. So I go.
So you have to you select his token. It also works best if he's selected in the tracker.
Okay, that's Worthington selected best in the tracker. Then I need to set a bright radius
Then on the
of 5.
then on the lighting, like on the lighting tab when you unlock the map.
Yeah.
Like one of those gigs is token light, like
Yep.
one of those things, like ambient light, token light. And then there's like a add, once you select the color, there's
Yep.
an add token like thing, like a button that
Okay.
says add token light.
Okay.
I'll tell you an even quicker way of doing it is, say if you open up your effects window, right, and you've got lights and conditions, if you drag a light button into the effects,
you
it
go.
creates the effect tab, and then you can go in and readjust it to the size of the light that you want inside the
I am
effect
not.
tab.
I
There
give
it
up.
is.
I did. I can't see it, but as long as you guys
Don't worry
can.
about it. Don't worry about
I
it.
see it. I see it big time.
There we
It's
go.
moving on him. Perfect.
As usual, there's about half a dozen different ways to do it, and they're all got pros and cons. And you have to well, there you go. Pick your favourite one. You know what I mean? But there's no right answer.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And none of them work for me, so that's fine.
It did work. He's got it. He's got that reddish glow.
I figured I've picked red because of his bright red jacket. So obviously, yeah, but I can't see it, so that's all that matters. Okie dokie. We're up to Skydock, up and away. Taking the scenic route. That's where we are. So once you get outside, your first glimpse of what's happening. Some of you heard this before, but I'll do it again. Surrounding the academy are dozens of gigantic crystalline vines sprouting across the island and the sea. The tremors become a full-blown earthquakes as the crystalline vines plunge their roots into the earth, reach hundreds of feet into the air. Several of the vines are growing directly through the stone pillar of the academy as they twist and weave around each other. The section of rock you're on begins to break away, and your only option now is forwards and upwards.
Yeah, so here's my wild ass kind of paranoid theory is, you know, that attack where we had like one guy coming in, and I think that was all a diversion because I think a crack commando team with somewhere else and planted a world tree seed. If there is such a thing, there's no tree going through the planet or whatever, or the island.
The crystal.
Seems entirely
reasonable. Okay,
Yeah,
so
I think the whole thing's going to collapse.
As you can see, as you look ahead, this is an upward slope. At the other end of the map here is basically an entrance back inside. Stay away from the light. Back inside to the next floor above. So, okay. The only thing I should point out is as you all clamber out onto the ledge in front of you, jumping down literally off the cliff face appears another one of those creatures that seem to be composed of some sort of, I can't remember now. There seems to be a vine-like creature. It just suddenly drops to the ground in front of you, all
Oh boy.
like so. And then we shall.
Like a roper.
They're actually well. A fifth edition seems to have got these things called blights, which seem to be living plants, and these ones are astral blights apparently. So, but there's no description at all of them in the adventure other than astral blight. Here's their stats. That's what they look like. That's all I got.
As opposed to a jack tripper, we've got a roper.
Yeah. Okay, so I am going to
Lol.
ungroup. So astral blight. Number 5. Unfortunately, got the Joker, so he gets to go first, which is unfortunate, really. Before any of you can even react, I get to do unpleasant stuff.
Yeah, the DM sounds real broken up about this.
Okay. Okay, yeah, once, all right. Okay, so basically, this one drops to the ground, reaches out its vines, but it sort of puts up its arms, for want of a better description, and grasping vines shoot forth, attempting to wrap themselves around Worthing Pettigrew Trundlefoot the Fourth. One of them does hit him. Doesn't grapple him, doesn't get a good enough purchase, but I'm afraid Trundlefoot is injured. Well, I would say injured, but resists forcefully the attack with his natural armor. Okay, I'm going to put that one on hold. Comes to Trist. Target Clankwick, from where you are, you can see sort of below you. Where is that? That is about 60 feet down from the path you're on. You can see that crystal vine sort of stretching outwards. So,
well, I squeeze over here and I hit this guy with a trumpet blast that makes his ears bleed. If it works.
No problem at all. Yeah, Pilot's the only one on the edge. So, as I say, 60 feet down, you can see this crystalline vine, and below that, it's another 240 feet to the rocks below. Okay, so a trumpet. So Trist basically blasts, releases a blast from her trumpet.
From my trumpet, from my flute, but it's a trumpet blast.
Trumpet blast from your flute. Okay. The blight staggers slightly, but other than that, doesn't seem to be affected. With a Joker bonus, I've got to be evil in you. And do you wish to do anything further?
No, that's my move.
Okie doke. That brings us to Sargon. Actually, yeah. Yeah. Do you wish? It looks like you've got a smite power running. Do you want to maintain it?
It's his last turn.
Yeah.
We're facing more of those things, aren't we?
Feels to be the case.
Just the one now. I'm not going to bother with keeping it up, I don't think.
Okay.
I'll move up.
See some weird flickering there.
I'm testing that lighting the thing on edge.
Okay. That's okay. I'm just saying that's the only light the only lighting I can see is that some strange red flickery.
I think that's the clouds going by.
I think there's
no, it's flickering faster than that cloud is moving.
Yep. And let's see, stab.
I don't know what it is, but there's definitely something flickering out there.
Yeah, it's doing it on purpose to make it see whether that helps see whether it's there or not.
Okay.
That was a miss. I'll take it.
You'll take the miss. Worthington, Trundlefoot, Pettigrew with a 4th. And the
Hi.
Mortimer.
Remind me again. How do I? Oh, I can move my mount first, right?
Yeah.
So it's time to pull out my lance.
Something to bear in mind. If Mortimer moves, you haven't moved. If that makes sense. With regard to things like marksmanage and stuff like that, if Mortimer's moving, you haven't. But likewise, Mortimer moves, you jump off Mortimer, you can still move.
Well, Mortimer's in range of this guy right now, right? Isn't he?
Yes, he is. Mortimer is.
So he really can't charge. So I'm going to pull out my sword then and hop down to here.
Okay.
No.
And what am I doing here? Man, I'm getting old. All right. Longsword accurate.
First use in anger.
Quiet the villain. I said, hi at thee, villain. There we go. That's good penny spending right there.
Oh, I think you hit. Sorry,
That's it.
I love the fact sometimes you get that. You get the world's best hit and then go with the damage dice. Sometimes.
Are we getting a gang up bonus? We should be getting a gang up bonus. Yeah, gang up plus one.
Yeah, should be.
Should not be plus 2. I guess Mortimer's not engaged yet.
Yeah, unfortunately, Mortimer needs to be touching, doesn't he? It's that old thing about how Fancy Grounds works.
Unless he's got reach.
He does. Yeah. All right.
So the general answer is yes. You just manually add it.
Yeah.
All right. Doesn't look like lights work on
Mortimer?
edges, just on items.
Okay, that's fine. Thank you for testing. Mortimer doesn't have reach. He's just big. Have to get him. He will actually have to move to there, but that's fine. And then he would have got a gang
You
up.
want me to re-roll that, or
No, it's fine. It just means he would have got a 9 on his gang up bonus. But
I didn't have him targeted either. So
that's okay. That's a 9, which is still a hit. Roll for damage. That's a wound. Mortimer puts it down. Obviously, I say
Good
puts
job,
it down.
Space Beaver.
I say puts it down, wounds it, because I forgot these things are resilient.
Oh, they are?
They are. So I'm afraid I nearly said want to put it down, but I forgot they're resilient because I haven't looked at the stats for a fortnight. So
What's the point of minions if you can't just chomp them into oblivion?
It's called slowing the party down.
I know from a demon what the point is.
It's called slowing the party down. That's the point of it. Okie dokie. Right. I just need athletics check.
Do you see this new feature on advances? They allow you to.
Yeah, we were talking about it last week.
That's very nice. Because it was annoying as fart if you want to reorder them. But anyway.
Oh, for crying out loud! What's this national make me use all my bennies day? That's more like it. That's more like it. Okay. After successfully climbing up the cliff face, an astral blight emerges. And what does it do? Well, it will use its vines on. Oh no, I don't want 3 of them. Use its vines on Sargon.
Well, that's just not fair. Sargon's up there doing his best.
Hitting but not getting a ray, so therefore Sargon is not entangled by the vines. It's just merely shaken. Right, let's see if I can do any better with this one. Oh, for crying out loud! I'm not going to have any bennies left in this, right? Ah, there we go. This
It's a
one.
bunch of determined astrals.
Oh dear. I think Worthington Pettigrew the Fourth might be entangled. I'm afraid he is. Been hit by a raise. He's entangled by the vines. As this astral blight literally just sort of climbing up, just shoots the vines over the top. The vines do not damage. Do not damage him. However, all of a sudden you suddenly feel all the heat being drained out of your body by these vines, Worthington. Please make a vigor check.
I got first strike.
Oh, go on then. Slightly bit delayed there, but I'll allow it this once. A 5 would have
Sorry, I was
missed.
grabbing water.
Yeah. Can I have a vigor check from Mr. Worthington Pettigrew Trundlefoot the Fourth, please? Is he gone on mute? My God, he has lost all consciousness. To do it for him. Successful. Being entangled doesn't affect vigor. He resists the heat draining effects. That gets us over to Parget Clank.
Plar. Plar would like to just take a peek over the edge and make sure there's no more of these blighters crawling up to flank us.
Make a notice check. It's quite misty down. Well, no, it's not misty down below, but no, there's nothing down there to worry about. Nothing at all.
Plar, realizing his cluelessness, decides to spend a penny to try and overcome it.
That's right. That's why it doesn't smite, because these things have a high toughness.
Okay. A 5. Now that might change everything. You can see way away in the distance what looks like a few more climbing up the cliff face. They seem to have jumped off the vine onto the cliff face and are climbing up.
Okay, I may do some preventative work here, just because we're not surrounded at the back yet, and I've got Cernan to cover the tail as well as to click check. So what if I use my miner's tools to start chipping away at this cliff, to either cause a little avalanche down to those that are climbing up?
Oh no! They're climbing. He's over all the way over there.
Oh right, sorry. I thought it. Okay. I'm way
I like
zoomed in.
I like the logic you were going with there. But I'll reward a Benny for a good idea, even though you cannot implement it at this time.
No, all good. In that case, hurling a star knife at the nearest astral blight, the one on the south of the screen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it didn't target them. Which one?
Sorry, the one on the south, bottom one.
Okay, now let's have a look. I can't remember if they've got dodge or not, because now I'm going to have to manually calculate. That's absolutely fine. They don't have dodge, therefore a 4. You hit on a 5.
Happy days. Rolling to wound.
You do know if you kill it and it falls, it's a very long walk to get your knife back.
As I said, clueless.
Okay, congratulations. The astral blight and your knife plummet 400 feet into the sea far below.
Can that hamster fetch?
Is that your new knife?
Oh, it's my star knife, yeah.
Oh no.
Oh, ending my turn on that. Drat.
Right, I'm not shape changed, am I? Was that not months ago?
That shape reminds me of something from He-Man.
Is the GM there? Can he hear me?
And sorry, I'm plotting to.
GM, can you hear me?
What was the question? Sorry, I was reading.
Am I still a bird months later?
Months later, you were a bird just before you came out onto this cliff face.
Right, okay, so I was a bird just before I came out onto this cliff. Right, okay.
Yes.
Okay, so tell you what, we better not change into right, what we're going to do is, because I can, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're going to fly. In fact, what's my movement?
You can fly. You've got flight 24.
24
You've got
flight,
24,
so
but a movement of more than 12 inches requires an athletics check.
right, okay, let's abuse this then.
No, mystic powers. Okay.
The one climbing up the cliff, right? He's not on the path yet, is he?
But this one over here.
Aye, so let's. I've just got a cunning. I've just realised I've had a even better cunning plan. So what do I need to make an athletics roll? Don't I?
You do to travel move more than 12 inches. Yes.
Is that an action?
No, it's just part of your movement, but it's athletics to. I can't remember
Right,
what.
well,
I seem to recall that somewhere.
Well, let's make an athletic roll to see if I can fly that fast.
Making it up. I just can't remember where I've ever seen that now.
Probably not. I think it's going to be 12, isn't it? Because I's one fat bird.
Or maybe that's vehicles. No, that's definitely the case with vehicles, but
I'm going to try and distract him, because I think if he has a setback when climbing up a cliff, he's going to go for a long fall. Just an off chance.
I may be diggling you. I may be getting my. I think I'm getting myself muddled up with vehicles. You can move to full 24, mate. You're a bird. Your shape changes into a bird. Birds know how to fly. Sorry.
Right. Okay, well he's climbing up the cliff, so let's do a flyby while she's trying to climb up the cliff.
Okay, first things I will do is I will indicate as you're flying along, you get to spot all of the astral blights that are lying in wait to ambush you.
That was the plan, to try and scout ahead and to basically scout ahead and see if I can knock somebody off on a fly past.
Okay,
but not with that roll.
Well, technically you shouldn't be encumbered, should you? Because when you shape change, all your equipment vanishes.
That's a point. So what we're going to do is we switch off all that. All that.
So, are you happy? I mean, I'm happy. Are you happy? I'm going to use your original athletics roll. Are you happy with a 5?
No, we're rolling fighting, and we're going to Benny it to see what we're going to get. How am I still cumbrous at -2?
matter.
So that's going to be a
The armor.
5.
That's a 5. Are you happy with a 5?
Aye, leave it a 5.
Given these things keep rolling 1s on their athletics rolls.
Whoops. Let's beat him.
Unbelievable. I haven't not. Okay. I haven't not rolled a 1 yet on athletics. For one of those things. I'm afraid he resists after spending a penny. I am rapidly running out of pennies.
Well, you spend it cost you a penny, good enough for me. Anyway, the purpose of the move has been to reveal them, so it's done. There we go.
Indeed. Cernan, you're up, sir.
Did I get attacked, or is that just accidentally targeted?
Sorry?
Did I get attacked, or was that just accidentally targeted?
It was probably I don't know what's going on there. Yes, is the honest answer. I do not know why you had to make a roll. Honest. Mr. Cernan, sir.
Okay, Cernan is going to Cernan's going to kind of jump and tumble across Mortimer's back and land over here.
Okay.
And then simply to thin things out, I will be poking my spear at Astral Blight 5.
Okie dokie. I'm sure you shouldn't be concerned in any way that you're right on the edge of the cliff with no. Yeah.
Oh no, I'm not worried at all. Yeah, let's go ahead and throw 1 Benny at that.
It looked dramatic as you backflipped over the top and landed, and then skewered the Astral Blight. He has got the Joker. I'm down to 2 bennies. No.
And it's 2 wounds.
Indeed. Smack, down it go.
And then I'll turn to this unnumbered one here in front of us and go, hey, you're next.
Okie dokie. That last but no means least, if Cernan ends his turn, gets us to, thank you, to click chick. So,
does he have a clear path here? Is he able
yes,
to
he
like
does. Yep.
run and so he can kind of run and do his pounce?
Yes, you can. If you're choosing to wild attack.
I am. And then it's +2 as well, right?
It is. Hence the fact I've just created a pounce effect for you that we can turn on and off as
Oh, okay. I got it.
Okay. No problems. I'll let you put your own in then. Even better.
He's going to use his new toy.
What? Sorry. I'm not complaining about your new toy. I'm complaining about the fact that I've been told that my computer is going to restart in 6 minutes outside my active hours. What?
And the parry wouldn't matter, so it's
active hours. Yeah, 7 a.m. to 1 a.m. So why the hell do you think 2 o'clock in the afternoon is an acceptable reboot my computer?
That's just terrifying. That I mean, so the battle hamster isn't enough. That the battle hamster charges you, and you think, "Oh shit!" And the next thing you know, this giant fucking insect jumps over the top of it, nails you to the ground,
impales you with a Githka. All right,
are those
two wounds standing?
Sorry, I was dealing with the fact I didn't want my computer to reboot.
No, it's fine. I wasn't trying to be a putz. It's fine.
Yeah, that's absolutely fine. Yeah, so you that must, as you say, that must be quite terrifying.
Told you you were next.
You did indeed. Okie dokie. So with the round ending, a violent tremor causes the entire. I can't. You guys can't see it, but the whole rock face is shaking violently. Shaking the map.
Grab the
my
grab the map, and just shake your mouse back and
Yeah, I
forth.
just grabbed the window, and
yeah, just shake it a lot.
It's
okay.
very
So,
terrifying.
Indeed. I need everybody to make an agility check at -1, please.
Oh boy.
See, told you no worries about standing on the edge.
Yeah, but if someone else is
Living on the edge.
I'll
You
spend
can't
one
stop
penny on that.
Agility?
Agility
No,
at
no,
-1,
it makes
please.
sense that you don't keep your feet there, Trist. I'd keep that a Benny.
Sorry, so what are we rolling?
No, I got plans. No, I'm
Agility -1, Lone Wolf.
I don't think I'm entangled anymore.
Is this an invasion roll?
No,
No,
it
'cause
is not an
evasion would be
evasion, it's
-2.
-2. This is
Right.
just
Would
an agility
Freerunner
-1.
apply?
Because this was a dexterity check. Again, a dexterity check difficulty 15, which I translate to -1 on an agility check when I get the 5th edition over.
Well, surely I don't make it because I'm not on. I'm not on the ground.
Oh, yeah, it's an attack of some kind.
Oh, you don't have to. You're flying. You're fine.
Yeah, you're
that's fine.
flying. You got nothing to do.
Yeah.
Aye.
You got
What,
nothing to do.
what about Freerunner?
Okay. So Mortimer Punch on Foot Pentagram the Fourth is okay. Oh yeah, you won't be any more entangled. Point taken. However, Mortimer. Oh no, not Mortimer.
I'm dropping a Benny on that, or at least I'm trying to.
Can you spend bennies on your mount? I think you can, can't you?
I don't know if I can or not. That's a good question.
That sounds like you can to me, then.
Until we see otherwise, I don't see why not. I don't have a problem with you spending benny. Whenever the cavalier's mount suffers one or more wounds, the cavalier can spend a benny to soak using the riding skill, but I'm not sure you can on this one. But it does. Okay. This is quite terrifying, I'm afraid. So obviously everyone holds their feet. Suddenly you hear a terrified squeak as Mortimer falls off the cliff.
Oh boy.
Question: would the Freerunner apply for this?
I cast Featherfall on Mortimer.
Test.
Yeah, we hear you. We're ignoring you.
Oh, okay.
But we're in a state of panic over the hamster.
Right. That do the cards? No. Round 2. Okay.
How'd they all go first? What
They're all
fuck?
on
Oh,
hold.
They're all on hold. I'll let you, if you spend a penny, I will allow you to cast Featherfall on Mortimer. Obviously, it's an out of action. Yeah, no problem at all. I like the idea of that. It's very cool. I like it. Yeah, you successfully cast Featherfall. Mortimer falls gently the 60 feet to the crystalline structure below. Therefore, doesn't take falling damage.
Now, am I reading the map right? That the vine kind of reaches up all the way up to the where over here it's at level with the cliff again. Is that right?
It's yes and no. What's actually happening is it's wrapping. This one sort of wrapping. This is like a horizontal splinter that's running alongside the cliff face. Apparently, that said, it is rapidly that whole vine is rapidly moving up. Likewise, that side is higher, so Mortimer can move along there to get back on. But likewise, the vine will probably be in a position where you can Mortimer, if he waits here, he can literally, you suspect that he can get back up. But obviously, every round you have to wait. Of course, it gets tighter. So getting off that edge is probably the best way to go. Yes, I like your intuition. It's changed my mind, and I need to breathe now. I'll get Clankier up, sir.
Can I sort of yell sweet nothings to the space raccoon and get it to retrieve my star knife?
The star knife. He only fell 60 feet. Your star knife fell 400 feet
Into the water.
into the
Oh
water.
dear.
Can I whisper sweet nothings to the space?
No. Actual fact, I'm going to retcon that. No, I'm going to retcon that. It landed because the vine is underneath. So yes, the star knife is there. I'm going to retcon that. Yes.
Okay, cool. Mortimer will definitely try to pick that up.
Okay. In the meantime, what are you up to, Mr. Pla?
I think taking a quick squiz around. Probably gonna move closer to that enemy blight 4, and then
It should be noted that the shaking never stops. It's just that it just sudden to be much more freaky. In other words, the longer you stay on this map, the more chances you come it.
oh, actually,
I have a cat that I'd like to have plummet right now. Actually, that keeps it,
What's your plan, sir?
I am looking through my inventory, and I have some climb. I'm sure. I'm gonna put that on. Climber's kit. Yes, I'm going to put on some climber's kit as a
Okay.
preventative measure.
Oh, yeah, that sounds reasonable.
And I'm also going to equip my miner's pick from my backpack.
You have a long climb to go get that thing.
This is the combat engineer thinking a little bit forwards, like what could happen if one of you guys does fall. What's the contingency? I have no rope, but we need to cross that bridge when you come to it. Anybody got rope?
But you got a pick, so we're partway there, right?
Yeah, and a grappling hook, but no rope.
But no rope.
Glib, you're up, sir. Obviously, Parget Clank's just going through his pack and putting all this gear on. He can move if he wants to. You get free move. Up to your pace. Glib, you're up, sir.
Yes, indeed. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to go. Who's up next, Saren? Yeah, I'm going to fly back this way. Right, and every time I pass somebody, I'm going to squawk. So they know exactly where everybody is.
Okay. Squawk.
And
Squawk.
Saren knows exactly how far the Astro Blight 4 away is away from him.
Suddenly playing Mass Effect. Would appear not Sargon, it's now Saren.
And nothing happens.
Okay, Cernan's up next. Oh, I might have been Cernan.
I was going to try a support role, but I was like, I'm obviously saying something interesting in Bird, but it's like, you what?
Okay, Cernan is going to move to here and poke number 4 with his spear.
Oh, I knew I forgot something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I'll roll a d6 and on a 6 I'll ignore. Or I could wrap it round, I suppose. Sorry. I know you. We might. Let's just move you back to there, weren't you? Just move you back to there because I forgot to do something. I was so focused on the horror of nearly losing Mortimer, I forgot to throw that one off a cliff, and I forgot to throw that one off a cliff. So that was 4, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was 4. That was the one I was targeting.
Yeah, sorry.
No, it's all good.
The dice decided that he had to plummet to his death.
Which I'm perfectly happy with. I don't have a problem with that. That just means that instead I'm going to move up to here. Yes, I know, I'm living life on the edge, and I'm going to instead throw a little piece of bone at number 2.
I'm going to have to give you a Betty for that one. That was just amusing. No end. Mind or bolt? That's a rather good casting of Mine or Bolt, it has to be said. Nice one. I have to admit, a combat cantrip is quite a nice thing to
Especially
have.
for Cernan, because he's always rolling super high.
But I just like the fact, yeah, 2d4 doesn't do a lot, but if it explodes, it can be really cool. And for a just cut going, boop, 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 it's quite nice. Trist, you're up.
Okay, so
young
we
gnome.
still got these 3 climbing down or up the cliff?
Yes.
Okay, I can move to there. Let me see what my distance is on them. That's 8. Okay, I'm going to spend the extra power points for, none of them are, I don't need to do selective because where I land this is.
Do I detect a burst template coming down somewhere around there, sort of like thing?
Is that a medium or is that a large?
That's a medium. It's a medium. That's all you need to catch both of them.
Okay, then I need to target both of those first 2.
Yep. Target that one for you and target that one for you, and then get rid of the burst template.
And I'm going to add power points so I can hit him with fatigue if this works.
Okie dokie.
And the spinning top, just I play my flute in a spin. Oh yes, with a raise. So hit them both with havoc with fatigue.
Okie dokie. Okay, so first things first, they get fatigued before we roll. Then with havoc, it's a strength check, I believe. It's 2 with a raise.
Well, and havoc is
Strength at -2 because you got
automatically distracted too. They're distracted.
Automatically distracted as well. Yes, thank you.
That's
That's based at -5, not to basically. And hang on, we do need it back because that will have an effect. Okay, so the first one gets to make a strength check at -2. Okay, would you like to roll your 2d6? You get to roll your 2d6 to see how far your havoc throws.
Yeah, it's my.
Okay, I'll do it. It's not a problem. 9 inches. Okay, so 9 inches in that direction. Go. He's off. That's off the cliff.
Cliff. Ah.
Hang on, let's get this right. If I move that to there, then I hold, then I click on him. Lets me. It won't. It really winds me up how thingies are so good at fucking everything. Right, so he gets to go off the cliff. I'll roll a 1 here. Told you. Every time I get to make an athletics check, it ends up in me rolling a 1 today. Have you noticed that? Splat. He just hits the wall, taking 2d4 damage.
Every time I climb back up, they knock me back off.
And he's shaken as he smacks into the wall. Nicely done. Worthington Pettigrew Trundlefoot the Fourth, secure and happy in the knowledge that, well, after a quick glance over the cliff, Sirius Mortimer looking up at you, he does seem to be slowly climbing up rising up towards you as the crystalline structure he's rising up.
Okay, let's do him first. Does he even have climb? I doubt it.
No, he'll just have to run along, as you're saying, hop up on the other end. or wait until the structure comes up to the top. The only thing to bear in mind is once that crystalline vine stops being below you, you can't fall and land on it anymore, and it's a considerably longer drop.
Yeah, I think he's going to run up here. So let's have him do it. Can you select him? Actually, I'll do me first.
Okay.
All right. He's going to run and coax Mortimer as we go along.
Okay.
Dooby dooby doo.
Oh, I can finally see your aura.
Show me your aura, Dora.
And it's spot on as well.
Yeah.
Battle gift coming through. There you go. Nicely done. And then it's Mortimer that gets to. Oops, sorry, my mistake. I pressed the button. Sorry, that's my mistake.
No, it's my fault. Go, Morty, go. Ba-dip, ba-dip, bip, ba-dip, ba-dip, bip, dip. Okay. Wrap. I think he'll go to there.
Yep, that's fine. Mortimer runs along the crystalline thing. It's all very good. And then I'll let you press end turn, though I won't do it myself because I'm an old and Jiminy's admonishing me for doing so. Okay. Click is no longer vulnerable and is running. He's hoping to get a 13-inch run. Look at that. He does it.
There it is.
Unbelievable.
He's going to pounce and try to scare these guys again.
Is it by? Oh, he's back there. You haven't got him targeted, but they've got parry 7, so. Oh, hang on, it's distracted. What's this? Oh, this one's distracted. So again.
Yeah, distracted, not vulnerable.
Oh, ignore me. I'm forgetting it. Yes, I'm getting myself confused. Okay, so you miss and you miss, but it is distracted.
It's vulnerable.
Yeah. Thank you for reminding me. I'd get myself confused. Oh, I think you're destined to not beat a 6 today. There you go. That's what I had to. Yeah, I had to say it. You see, to make it happen. I'm taking full credit for that one.
And you see right now why TK does not gamble in Vegas.
That's just really, really scary. That said, though, I do like your dice. That's a really cool set of dice effect there.
Those weren't mine. Those were black.
No. Your ones. Oh, the black ones are mine. The red ones, I meant yours.
Oh yeah, those I just try to match him, right? So
yeah, exactly. No, I liked it. Yeah, I think it. I went black for the blackness of space, but I'm getting a little.
Well, I thought for the blackness in your heart. I didn't know. What do I know, right? Yeah.
Oh, cheers. Okay.
I'm kidding, but as a DM, you get that all the time, right? So it's like, oh, sure,
yeah, exactly. You know? Yeah, of course. No, I totally understand it. DMs have to be evil sometimes. End your turn, and we'll see what Mr. Sargon gets on to get up to, or I get you all to fall off a cliff again. Sargon is no longer shaken.
Okay. Who is not particularly agile?
How about Trist with the clumsy edge or the clumsy hindrance?
And the rodent, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, the hamster's not exactly agile. And it doesn't get a wild die.
Mortimer's down on D6. Game stats.
All right. We'll
Chris is
move
the same, but
forward.
she is clumsy as well, which doesn't help.
Okay. Glix has it. Plar, how are you for agility, flight, falling stuff?
Agility D8.
Athletics D6.
Yeah, and metal, so falls like lots.
Cernan, Worthington. How are you guys?
I'm moderately athletic. Don't worry about me. It's all
I'm fine.
Okay.
Don't need to be athletic when I'm playing my flute. Thank you, guys.
Cernan, you said you'd be
Zamfir
all
is
right?
part of the group.
good. Yeah, Cernan is fine.
Worthington should be all right. All right.
Have a D10. So
I will concentrate and then make a motion of rising, targeting the three of us. Damn. Almost.
Almost.
It's 2, so 4.
And actually, it
Oh,
was
whoops! I forgot myself.
it was typically chick asking about a list of monster sizes, wasn't it? If you go into effects,
Yeah, that's what I was looking for. That
if
is
you,
there one?
If you go into effects, you type. If you type shape, do you see all the shape change effects that are in there?
I do.
Okay, so if you just type size equals and the size you need, size equals 1, it will show you all the shape changes that are size 1. If you want size 2, you go size equals 2. I just worked it out.
Okay. But yeah,
Brilliant.
we'll walk her with myself and the other guys so that we'll have +4 bonus against falling.
Excellent.
And you can walk up vertical cliffs at half your pace or on the ceiling for
Nice.
half your pace.
Very nice. Oh, you gave the wall walker.
that
Very,
is
very
pretty
nice.
cool.
Okay. In the meantime, I'm going to give water Benny to Cernan because he's the chap who typed in all those shape change effects. I just realised that's in there, so that's really useful in future. You want to be a size 2 creature? Just type size equals 2 in the effects list. Show you all the shape changes that are size. Yeah, it is. Yes, they're small. Okie dokie. I do believe that's the end of the round. So everyone pick up your map screen and shake it slightly to simulate the earthquake. And then give us another agility check at -1.
We're on cameras, everybody had to bump in unison, wouldn't they? Like Star Trek crew.
Yes.
Do we need to do that if we have the wall walking effect?
You get a +3 bonus. I believe.
It's not like if we can walk up walls, surely we stick, right?
That's why you gotta. It gives a +4 bonus for that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you got the wall walker edge now, it would be at no. You get to make an agility check at +3, not -1, because obviously you've got a +4 bonus. Cernan failed. Cernan, you do get to make an athletics check unmodified as you desperate. Unfortunately, Mortimer doesn't have opposable thumbs, which makes it harder. So you do get one chance to grab before you fall over the edge. Fortunately, the crystal vines only feet below.
I'm not sure what that -1 was from.
The earthquake itself.
Not my athletics check.
Yeah, I'm not sure where that came from. But that's a 4. So what actually happens is the point is you go off the cliff, but you're hanging onto the very edge, if that makes sense.
Oh, I thought maybe I landed on Mortimer's back.
No. If you failed that, then we'd have given you another athletics check to land a more back, just because of the positioning. But so you're basically hanging off the edge of the cliff at the moment. Looks like everyone. Mortimer, actually, ironically, Mortimer is okay on the crystalline vine because the crystalline vine isn't affected by the earthquake. It's actually causing the earthquake, if that makes sense.
Oh, okay.
And
Good deal.
it's only 30 feet down if anyone had fallen this time, so it would only been 3d6 plus 3 damage, rather than a horrifying 66 more. But looks like everybody there is okay. Trist, you actually had War Walker, so you actually had a +3 on that, so you're more than fine. Okay, what happens at this end of the second round? The end of the first round, 2 astral blights, not if at the end of the second round, 1 more astral blight. Cliff. Well, there you go. The last one goes. The last astral blight is knocked off the cliff.
Okay.
Mortimer's not causing the quake. Do not worry. Okay, so new rounds. Sargon with a Joker. I'm going to keep doing it as combat rounds because obviously, that way you do get bennies. Like Sargon just gave everyone bennies. So Sargon, you're up, sir.
Nice.
All you guys have got to do really is just get off this map. That's all you got to do. And get inside.
I'll step over to Cernan and grab him.
Yep.
And yank him up.
Okie dokie. No problem at all.
Will Walker provide a bonus on this?
Yes, because you'll get a. But yeah, I'll let you make your athletics check with your +4 bonus. No problem there.
Okay.
Yep, no problem at all. You haul him back up onto the cliff with you. And obviously now you just have to click on yourself to bring yourself back. You move 1 inch to get to there, so you can keep moving, no problem at all. There you go. 5 inches gets you.
I'll drag him along with me if I can, but
yeah, why not?
Yeah, CERN will stumble along behind you.
Worthington Pettigrew Trundlefoot the fourth.
Right. Hey, I guess we're just running, so let's do that.
Should have done was put the crystalline
Here I
vine
come
on.
to save the day.
I should have put the crystalline vine on a different layer to the map because then I could have moved it above the clouds as it was rising up. Damn, missed a trick there. Trundlefoot moves along. Okay. Yep. He gets to 9 inches to there. At the end of this round, the whole vine will be level with that, but obviously Mortimer can literally clear it. Next round, at the end of this round, Mortimer can literally jump off there, but or he can go that way. It doesn't matter. You know what I mean? That's absolutely fine. That gets us to Glixagleb after Mortimer, the giant hamster, ends his go.
Fly
He's actually Jimmy Wonka's sitting there with a timer, and literally he's sitting there with a timer to reset so the pennies must flow counter.
Way to go, Jiminy.
So our person lagging away at the back.
Yes.
Hang on, I missed some. I just noticed something last round that I missed in all the fun and games. I'm just going to start your turn again. So basically, you need to spend power points because your shape change expired. Otherwise, you're going to be back here on this.
So it's only 1 power point, isn't it?
It is, and then you can carry on. But I'm just
right.
Just
okay,
to be
we're fine.
Just
Totally
to be
fine.
Just to be pedantic there because it did run out and I didn't notice.
Anyway, the person all the way at the back, can they hurry up, please?
I shall make
Anytime,
great haste.
anytime today before the final crystal.
Are you picking on Mortimer again?
No, Blaggett Grankage when you quite well to hurry up. We are leaving.
And he's being sizist about my short mechanical legs.
So he's +1.
Where is he?
He hasn't moved yet. I did tell him he could move last round, but he didn't. He chose not to. So.
Oh God, he's all the way back there. What's he doing back there?
He was putting on his
Looking
climbing
over
gear.
the edge. Yeah, looking over the edge for his freaking knife.
With his grappling hook with no rope attached.
He's got, but he's got his
Jesus
backpack
Christ.
out. He's going through his backpack saying, "I've got one of them. Got one of them. Got one of them."
Jesus, a grappling hook with no rope, and he's sitting back there. You better catch up, son.
It's shiny.
Clueless shining through, yeah.
Click, chick.
All right, so we're just moving forward. With do I need to go back and carry him, or are we good? We just keep moving, or?
Well, if you want to go back and carry him, you're more than welcome to.
Well, not really, but if he doesn't.
I mean, I'll run. I really will. I just need to work out if I need to take my climbing gear off to run, or if it's going to be safer running with climbing gear on over the difficult stuff.
Well, if you're going to take your climbing gear off, when do you think you're going to go back and get it?
Oh no, I'll put it in my bag.
Just run.
It's another round action. That would.
For the love of heaven. Okay, click's moving forward. 8.
Yeah, I know.
I'm done.
I know you are. I'm just trying to work something out. So 8 gets you to there because obviously you want to go round the corner because technically the door's back that way. If that makes sense.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, that brings us after click. This is end turn because it only causes trouble when I do it. Cernan, you're up, sir.
Cernan runs.
It's a 10. Okay. I like the optimistic decision that Parget Clanks decide that comes to the conclusion that he's going to roll a d6 on his run die here. Oh, you're up, sir. Hope you're going to.
All right, sorry, I was just looking for my run. I don't seem to have a run. I've got agility.
A run is the little button down on the bottom left corner.
Oh yeah, I forget.
Yep.
No shaming when he gets a 1.
No, indeed. 9 will get you to there. Unless you want to. Strictly by the rules, you're not supposed to let you spend bennies on running, but I don't see why not. If you want to try and spend a benny to see if you can get better than the 3, you're more than welcome.
Well, technically, he's got +1, which doesn't affect the run roll, but it's up to you.
So what you'll have to do is you have to click run to turn it off, and then click run to turn it on again, because we are technically breaking the rules doing that. So Fantasy Grounds doesn't know that I allow that sort of thing.
Oh, so you'll let that happen, but you won't let us have adventure cards?
Yeah.
No, I'm
Okay,
kidding.
how did that do?
That gets you to there. When they release Savage Pathfinder adventure cards, then we'll have to make the Savage Pathfinder adventure cards set work. We'll have to make the adventure cards set work with Savage Pathfinder.
They work. You just got. I work with them now in
It's not
Darkstone.
about. It's not about them not working. It's they're not officially part of the rule set. And I was trying to use the adventure deck to do the chase deck, which is the other reason. So, but now we've got that other tool instead. So I need to make those adventure. I need to make the chase deck.
And I got that pretty much worked out actually. So,
cool.
yeah. So. Yeah, you just got to show me how to take some of those out, because if I get one of those bring in reinforcement cards thrown at me again, I'm going to throw the computer against the wall.
Yeah, you just make a custom deck and delete, and you have to create an extension. You have to go through the thing about creating your own custom deck, and then you basically copy the files that it tells you to copy in. You create a new extension that's your custom deck extension, and you copy the entire adventure card deck over, and then delete the ones you don't want in the deck.
And this reminds me, and I just after session, I have one question about something. So, but it's got nothing to do with this, so I'll stop
No
talking.
problem.
Yeah,
Let's get to some.
Chris keeps one hand on the wall for balance and runs as fast as her little legs can carry.
Okie dokie. So what I need right now is I need agility checks at -1 from the Click Click Cernan, and agility checks at +3 from Sargon and Trist and Parget Clank.
Well, Parget Clank's at +1. But sorry, people, he's not getting the -1.
He's at +3. He's got Warwalker.
Yeah, Cernan just can't keep his feet.
Okay, so you've got a choice here. As I say, you've got the choice. If you fail, you've got the choice. You can either spend a penny to try and re-roll the agility check, or you could worry more about the athletics check afterwards.
Let's just go with the athletics check. Actually, isn't the vine right here, just right here at this point?
It is, but that's the problem, because after this round, it's a long drop. So actually, you're right. I will actually say for this round and this round only, you fall onto the vine, and it's right there.
Oh, you say that after I spent 2 bennies to get a good score.
Who's that? That's is that who's
That was TK. Yeah, I spent 2 bennies and then finally got a 6.
That's okay. I'll just put the two of you there as you fall onto the vine. Sorry, I had forgotten. Someone had to point it out, so I will give you your bennies back. There you go. Aren't I nice like that?
You are.
Likewise.
You need to change your dice color to pink now.
I think we worked out there aren't proper pink ones, didn't we, for Jelsa?
There aren't proper pink ones, but that's all right.
Oh, that's right. You can't set the colors on those fancy ones. I only use the metal ones, right? So that I can set the colors.
I've forgotten that.
That's right.
Yeah.
They only come with set colors, don't they?
Some of them, yeah.
So the best I could do is that's the closest I can get to pink. There you go.
There you go.
You can get a pink force field.
Yeah, because you can do the force field. Force fields, I think you can do a custom color of force field. Yes, which I have actually done. There we go. I have done I have done pink force field dice. There you go.
So there you go. Pink force field.
But anyway, so it looks like Parget Clank rolled a 4, so it was absolutely fine. So he didn't need to spend a penny to re-roll. So his penny back as well, because I'm being very nice.
Thank you.
Those dice seem like something I would take to calm down my stomach.
They do, don't they?
Look at them. Oh
That's
boy.
funny.
Okay, new round. Pixagleb is first.
Pixagleb is. Well, again, I could fly off the map whenever I want. So, who's going to need a roll? Who do we need to support? The hamster?
Now he's got Wall Walker, so he should, unless he critically fails, he should be okay.
Well, let's support Triss Mitzi, because she tends to be a bit stumbly, doesn't she?
Does. She does indeed tend to be a bit stumbly.
Hey, I don't need to be graceful when I play.
Look at that. I'm all over it.
Look at that roll.
+2.
Are those the force field dice? Those look pretty cool.
That's a +2 bonus to Starting, you're up, sir. Picking yourself up off the floor again. You can see the entrance and you can literally just get off the map, I believe.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. Just get up and go. Sorry, guys. I'm out.
Turn is off the map. Sargon, you're up, sir.
I'll hold.
Okay. Brings us to
Yeah,
Trist.
Cernan was feeling too much like Trist there for a minute, so he's out.
Do I get the +2? Do I get a +2 on my run roll here?
No, it will be. You'll get an additional +2 at the end of the round when you, because running isn't a trait roll. You'll get the +2 on your attempt to not plummet.
I'll spend 1 Benny on the run.
Okie dokie.
Oh, that's
nice.
better.
That gets you a nice 9. Unfortunately, at the end of this round, this will rise above the level of or above the level that you're on. Therefore, it's just a straight drop down 300.
Has it gotten quiet?
Worthington Trundle fit Pettigrew the fourth.
Hello.
So I've just seen Mortimer Tardy PK image. Hamster doing weight training.
Hello.
I don't think he can hear us.
Hello, hello, hello.
We're talking. Can you hear us? I'll take that as a no.
I can hear you.
Yeah. Okay, Mortimer is off the... Not Mortimer, you know what I mean. Thunderfoot is off the map. I think Mortimer should be able to make it as well. 6. Yeah. He's fine. Wait, he's fine. He's off the map as well because I'm feeling nice, and it's easier to put you both on hold. That brings us to Click Chick.
All right. Well, oops, wrong thing. I guess it's time to grab the rope, since that's the thing to be doing. How to get over there? All right. Anyway, I'll go and grab the rope. Do I need to make a roll, or are we good?
It's not a rope. It's literally it's the door back inside.
Okay. Well, now I don't see myself on the map at all.
That's fine.
But, okay, there it is.
You ran through the doorway, and there you are. Okay, target clank. Let's go for it.
Run!
And so Himini knows he did advance my turn.
Oh, only because I'm trying to think. 12, 13, 14. There we go. Get to there. Okie dokie. So I just need Trist to make an agility check at +5. Target Clank gets to make one at +4, and Sargon's on hold, so actually he can act before the earthquake if he wants to.
If everybody else is off, I will. See what it is.
You get off the map. So that's absolutely fine. Yep.
Head off and
no problem. Okay, I should take everyone off hold. Next turn you'll get off the map, so I don't need to worry. I won't worry too much. What I will do is I will do the turn counter one more time just to give you a chance to get to pennies. That's absolutely fine. So, okay, you get back inside. You get back inside the area and you start moving through the Spelljammer Nexus level. Any semblance of the Academy's former structural integrity is gone. Crystalline vines grow upwards towards the sky. Rocks and debris fall down to the sea below, and everything in between shakes and moves, creating a chaotic and disorienting scene. As you quickly navigate the interior corridors of the Academy, you can't even be sure you're heading upwards anymore. As you pass through the central Nexus room, we've disconnected. As you pass through the central Nexus room, the Academy completely splits in half. Now an unmistakable feeling fills your gut. The half you are on is falling. A quickly growing chasm, now 20 feet wide, separates you from the other side. To your left, a 5-foot moving crystal vine spans the chasm. Either way you go, you know you have only one chance. So, jumping across the chasm requires a successful athletics check with a raise to clear the distance. Running across the crystalline vine just requires an athletics check at minus.
You're
Which
just
way?
trying to kill me.
I wrote the adventure before. Well, I didn't write the adventure. So, on any failure, the character falls, but with an agility check. An agility check is able to grab hold of a smaller crystalline vine extending out from the far side of the cliff.
Cernan goes running across the vine and hits a slippery spot.
Okay, and falls.
No, what?
Cernan gets to
Do
make
we
an agility check.
Do we still have Wall Walker?
Oh, is it an
Yeah,
agility
yes, you
check to grab the
You
other
do.
one?
It's an agility check if you fail to walk across. Yeah, straightforward. I made it different just because I'm. Oh, okay.
Well, I failed my athletic checks, obviously.
Well, you get to
So
make
it's
an
an
agility
agility check at.
Actually, Wall Walker would benefit you on your. I'm going to say Wall Walker will give you the bonus on the agility check, so +4.
It's a 10 on my agility.
Because you're basically the magical ability to walk up walls would help on your attempt to grab hold of something. You can't use it on the jump because you're jumping across air, as it were.
Well,
Unless
I
you
was
want to-
running across the vine and.
In that case,
just-
where's your roll? You might be okay. Where was your?
No, I had a -2 on my athletics.
Yes,
check.
but you would have been +4 because of Wall Walker. So you actually rolled a 4, so therefore you're actually across okay because of the Wall Walker.
What's the jump again? Is it just agility?
You need a straightforward athletics check, but you need a raise.
Oh, fuck that.
So I was actually going to go into order, but everyone's gone anyway, so that doesn't matter. So Soda's got across. Ticklick's got across.
Ooh.
I'm going to say you're going to be across because your athletics and your. Actually, your agility is a D10. Well, I'm going to ignore that fact. Anyway, okay, Mortimer's across, which is absolutely fine.
I'm gonna take the vine.
Okay, that will be athletics at -2, but you've got Wall Walker, so it's actually +2. So you're absolutely fine. Who's left? Vixagleb's still in shape change form, so he can fly across. Hey, if it's
What happened to Lone Wolf?
He dropped. I don't know. He's back. I just heard him connect. Do you remember?
Yeah, we can hear you. What's up? What happened?
I don't know. I got flubber in me ear.
Okay, well, you don't need to make any rolls because you get to fly across, so that's no problem at all. So as you all get across, the half of the academy you were in literally just collapses and plummets and crashes into the sea below. Okay, you keep running upwards. You keep running upwards, and obviously everything's getting worse. And eventually, you navigate through to where you assume will be the sky dock. And
Yeah, I've heard of sore losers before, but the fact that this guy was willing to destroy the academy instead of having somebody else be in charge of it, wow.
As you arrive at the sky dock, or what's left of it, you find it's nearly deserted with only a small group of cadets who have also managed to make their way here. Above you, you see several Spelljammer vessels have already taken off and are fleeing the world ahead of the crystalline vines that are now reaching towards the sky. Only one intact Spelljamming vessel remains at the dock, a space galleon, a nameplate on the stern, Moondancer.
Yeah, this place is falling apart. I think we need to get out of here.
You do. Another earthquake shakes the place. In fact, actually, the section you're on suddenly plummets 2 feet downwards and then comes to a jarring halt.
Let's get on the ship.
All right. The cadets are some of the other cadets are hanging. There's a bunch of cadets hanging around, looking very confused, going, oh, I forgot.
What are you waiting for? Get on.
Let's do that thing.
Do not stop to collect your bags.
Yeah.
Go, go, go.
Images.
Go.
Cernan hollers something and then takes off towards the helm.
But yeah, one of the cadets goes, "We're waiting for the captain of the ship, Elena Sartell. She hasn't returned."
Well, she doesn't have long to go. Get on the ship. Right now, I'm assigning myself temporary captain. Move it.
Okay. The cadets, as you shout, pile onto the ship. The shaking is getting worse. Okay. Space. Oh, I'm looking in items. Why do I always click items instead of images? I don't.
Oops.
Okay. This is more for reference than anything else. There is the standard layout of a space galleon. So obviously you've all come on the main deck. In fact, actually, for ease, I will put you guys on it. I don't know how large you'll be. Oh yeah, it's not bad. Oh, that got be an interesting error. Yeah, it's fun, isn't it? Every time I have one of you to the map, I get a console.
Ah, these old Spelljammer maps. Bringing back memories. Sitting in my parents' basement. Running minis all over the floor.
Anything to do with image manipulation is causing a console error right now. I don't know why. Changing tokens. I'll just ignore it for now. Get you all on the map, and then hopefully you guys should be able to move. Just on. There we go. Now, what is the console? Attempts to index local V image. It's obviously something. Or RPG managers having a sulk. Interesting. Anyway, you're on the map. Toggle the grip snap off. Disable. There you go. I'll even enable. You still see the map actually if I do that.
About Space Galleon, yes.
Yeah, because that just shows the light effect still working on the aura, but I won't worry too much about that. Let's disable lighting because it doesn't. So you should be able to move freely.
Theoretically, if you put lighting on and then you put ambient light on, we can still see the map, but we can still see the light.
In theory, I could try
Just
that.
a thought, isn't it?
Ambient lighting, dawn. There we go. Then put lighting on. Sunlight, dusk, moonlight. I can't actually see here with ambient lighting on. I can't actually see the aura, but if you guys can, I don't mind. There we go.
I don't know. Just what curiosity.
Yeah, I think ambient light cancels out lighting effects. That's the problem. Okie dokie. Right, you all clamber onto the deck of the ship. Yeah, you should be able to move freely around the ship between decks or anything else. What's the plan?
We need to get somebody to Spelljammer spot so they can fly this damn.
Somebody was already heading there. They said that.
Yeah, Cernan's already on his way.
You should be able to move yourselves around, I'm hoping. So if you can, just move freely. Which is Spelljamming Helms at number 5.
I'm ordering people to prepare sails and ropes and whatnot. And I'm watching the to see when we need to get out of here. We need to get out of here, and eye for this lady, whoever that they're waiting on.
Okey-dokey. Assets. I'm not sure what's going on, but I'm definitely having some really weird issues with. So let's about that later. But so we're making Cernan is the Cernan is Spelljammer. Why is that not working? Oh, that's because it's using boating. It should be using spell jamming. There we go. Sure. Okay, I'll share the stats out. The Moon Dancer. As you get aboard and you quickly analyze it, you notice the trebuchet has been destroyed by falling rocks. Okay, basically, Cernan, you attune yourself to the helm, the spell jamming helm, and instantly you become your vision becomes that ethereal thing where you basically seem to be floating in third person, just above the main deck of the ship. And you can hear Sargonaut shouting orders out there as the cadets start manning the rigging and setting the ship ready to sail. There's still no sign of the captain. And this place is definitely getting the conditions is getting worse. What do you do?
Oh,
Well, we need to sail this thing before we can start manning stations, right? We need to get clear of whatever's imploding on itself.
Yep.
I'm keeping an eye out for when for this other lady and trying to hold off to the absolute last minute for any other people still gathering up and such.
The crystalline vines coils upwards, scraping the sky. From the sky dock, you can see similar vines miles away from the academy, having burst out of the world and reaching sky. Oh, cool. That's why he's getting X. Okay, it takes the helmsman a minute to attune. You can leave whenever you want, Cernan, as the helmsman.
I'm going to stay here until the academy kind of collapses, and we're waiting for what's her name and what's his face, unless somebody tells me otherwise.
There's basically as you're standing as you're hanging around the passageway and access to the sky dock, there's a loud rumble and that whole passageway collapses in on itself. Tons
Time to go.
Rubble.
Yep, time to go. All right, we're out.
I've dropped to the cargo deck just in case we take any fragmentation or anything like that.
Okay. Suddenly, the galleon lists and creaks as it rises into the air. The world falls away beneath you as the Moon Dancer flies through the clouds and into the starry abyss of night.
All intact.
As you look back on your shrinking world, the vast extent of the catastrophe laid before you, see the vast extent of the catastrophe laid before you. Scores of crystalline vines erupt from the surface of your world, climbing upwards. Many of the vines reach high enough to break through the clouds. You set your course as the terrible war of destruction is swallowed up by the void between you. Whatever's happened seems to be the whole planet.
Well, that's rather unfortunate. And which planet is that in realm space? Is that Toral?
That's Toral, yeah. Okay, at which point, obviously, okay, the door opens. You hear that, well, obviously, because when you're spelljamming, you're the actual ship, so your peripherals there. So you hear the sound of the door opening, to the spelljammer's spelljamming helm room, the room you're in, but obviously because you're focused on flying the ship, you're outside it. Suddenly, voice will go, "Who are you? Get out of my chair!"
Who are you?
Yeah, he's talking to Cernan.
Oh, okay.
All my tokens seem to be broken. That's annoying. Get out
Step
of my
out
chair!
step out onto deck, and I'm sure we can get you some answers. I'm trying to keep us from getting destroyed.
Are you trying to be funny?
Actually, I would have said that in Infernal, so he may or may not have heard me, or understood me, rather.
He wouldn't. Oh, in that case, if you said it Infernal, he wouldn't have understood it.
I'm going to continue basically in Infernal, telling him to go away. I'm trying to keep us from crashing.
What happens when you half build a module? I don't know what's going on there. Half the okay, and images. So I'll just have to spell
All right, so we have a bunch of
cadets.
trading cadets.
Yeah.
All right. I assign 2. Go check out what stores are on, what supplies and such are on the ship.
Images.
I look for any mechanically inclined. Or I'll just ask them, any of you that are engineers or training to be engineers?
It looks like these are a bunch of almost raw recruits, I'm afraid.
Okay, anyone with talent for mechanical stuff?
They're still all wearing. Some of them are still carrying their orientation rosters that says "Report to Skydeck."
Look, speak up, or I'm just going to randomly assign you tasks. Fine. You. I point at 3 of them randomly. Go with Plar. Go check our weapons. He's in charge. You work for him. Learn.
They rush off. They rush off quickly, as ordered.
Yoy.
They don't know what they're in for.
I picked 2 of them. You're medics now. You're going with. I point at Tristy. She's your boss. Learn first aid.
You want to learn first aid from Trist?
You're the one with the healing stuff, aren't you?
No.
Oh. Sorry, who's the one with the healing stuff?
I've got healing. I've got healing. I can do potions of healing.
Trist is a sorcerer.
All right, I'll
Clumsy one, but still a sorcerer.
I'll point them over at whoever Lone Wolf's
TK's a
character is.
druid. TK's a druid with some healing, and a healing power too.
Aye, 2 down here. What supplies have we got on board? Is there anything in the pantry?
Hell? You do think you're doing on Captain Sergeant's ship? Whoop! Says a voice.
This is my ship? Yes, this is my ship.
Sorry, Captain. Yeah, thank you. Captain. Oh, I forgot what I said her name was again. Sartell, didn't I? Captain Sartell's ship. Whoop! Says a voice. You all turn, and having a creature has emerged onto the main deck from outside the spelljamming hold. It's wearing a hat and floating in the air.
Oh, yay! It's a flump. Awesome.
Saving lives and getting the hell out of Dodge.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry to. What is your name, sir?
Flapjack.
I'm sorry to tell you, Flapjack, but the captain's dead.
Probably dead. Not here, at least.
We are rescuing the cadets as many cadets as we could, and we would appreciate your help.
What's going on? I was on the only member of the crew left on board. Everyone else was meeting on the academy. We were just.
I'll point to the academy in the distance as it collapses.
Indeed.
So, what are you, the quartermaster?
Helmsman.
Oh. Well, we didn't have time to wake you up, so somebody else is currently flying the ship.
Yes, I tried talking to him, and he just started babbling incoherently at me.
He does do that.
It's that way
Don't
when
take
he's
it personally. He does it to everyone.
Helmsman. Well,
Yes, I'm going for the sending stone. He heads down to the
okay.
chopper. He heads to the captain's quarters.
I'll follow
I go
him.
with him.
You can hear
Yeah.
crashing and banging coming on from in there. He opens up a chest, and in the middle of it, you can see a gem, which obviously looks very similar to the sending stone you saw before. Obviously, used before. See, there should be a pair with somewhere else. He goes, we've had the captain. I'm not sure how we use this.
I pick it up.
Okay.
I have at least some idea of how to use them since whatnot, so this is Petty Officer Sargon, currently of the Moon Dancer, attempting to reach out to the captain of the Moon Dancer. We are currently have evacuated the whatever the Spelljammer Academy is.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? What's going on? What's going on the surface? We lost all contact with. We've lost all contact with the planet. All ships have gone. This is Commodore Crux talking to anyone. Report immediately.
This is Petty Officer Sargon. We are refugees from whatever the official name of the Spelljammer Academy is. The planet has either undergone a natural disaster or a very complex assault, planetary assault,
I did destroy
using
the
some kind
academy.
of gem-like plants.
I didn't destroy the academy. The people who wrote the invention did. Right. Well, right. Well, in that case, Moondodge, you say that's Captain Sartell's ship. Where is she?
Don't know. Apparently not on the ship.
Presumed dead.
Presumed dead or on another ship, one of the two.
Okay. Right, in that case, I suggest we meet and regroup.
Coordinates?
Instruct you to meet me at the Laughing Beholder on the Rock of Brow.
Yay! Laughing Beholder's a lot of fun too.
Laughing Beholder on the what?
Rock of Brow.
Brawl.
Of Brawl, yes.
You got to
Wait,
pronounce it.
a laughing beholder?
Yes. Can I have common knowledge checks?
Common knowledge checks?
Yep. It's fine, Sargon. Don't worry too much. Click. Obviously, I will not. But Mortimer and clicks again. Yeah. Laughing Beholder, Rock of Brow is an asteroid that follows in. It's basically is an asteroid that's part of the asteroids that follow. They're known as the Tears of Saloon. I seem to remember Saloon A, I should say, which is basically a bunch of asteroids that orbit the moon of the planet Tauril. If you happen to place the Rock of Brow in realm space, which this adventure does. The last.
I think that's where they put it in 5e. It used to be a lot more mobile.
Yeah. Well, I seem to recall you could put it in any of the crystal spheres you wanted, couldn't you? In realm space, it was in the Tears of Saloon. I can't remember where it was.
Yeah. And it had a bunch of sails. It could move around.
Oh, it can. Yes, it can do. Yes, it can. But the Beholder, he went to the Beholder planet. If you remember.
Oh yeah.
No,
yeah.
I'm being a smart ass because I've rolled poorly.
I know you are. Don't worry about that. But basically, for Mortimer and Glitzer obviously, the Laughing Beholder is a well-known establishment on the Rock of Brow. Supposedly, the story goes, it's run by a beholder called Luigi, who's a font of quite a lot of knowledge.
Very jovial.
There are lots of different theories of why he's there, and he's friendly and is not xenophobic to the murdering anyone and everyone he meets, like every other beholder likes to do. He seems to be quite friendly and is quite amiable and runs a bar. There we go. A beholder is a large floating orb with a lot of teeth, a big central eye, and lots of little eyes on eye stalks. I know you're role playing your bad role, but that's just the easiest way to do it. And you went to their home planet.
Just a quick question, because this was obviously an unscheduled departure. We do have enough food to get where we were going, and have we got ammunition for the weapons that are done in a hold?
Well, the Rock of Brow shouldn't be is quite close because you're only traveling to the moon of the planet you're orbiting.
Because we need an inventory about this thing's carry.
Okay. So anyway, the Moon Dancer is armed with 2 ballista, but obviously has no crew to operate them. The mangonel was destroyed, and Captain Martell and the rest of the crew appear to be all missing. Flapjack is the only crew member that stayed aboard the Moon Dancer when it was in port. He is a flunf. He did serve as the Spelljammer. He's obviously a bit flustered at the moment, but he's a bit strange. But other than that, yeah, completely non-humanoid in any way, shape, or form. So, yeah.
I'm gonna comfort him. I'll put my arm around him, sort of. I'll look twice and figure out how to do that, and then I'll say, "Yes, these are stressing times. We all need to do our best. So buck up, and you need to put on a good face for the bunch of cadets that we just took on."
Indeed. Obviously, there's also a treasure. Those of you in the captain's cabin, I know you were doing an audit. So as you're traveling around and sorting stuff out, well, as you're flying up, getting up into orbit and all that, you had a chance to explore the ship. So you do notice there is a locked. Well, you'll assume it's a locked chest. It's a chest that's closed. It has a keyhole, and you don't see a key on it. In the captain's cabin. The spelljamming helm that Cernan's currently sitting in looks like a floating ornate silver chair with a purple seat cushion and no legs. Glowing blue crystals underneath the seat project the magic circle on the floor, stabilizing the chair. Down in number 12, which I know some of you did go down earlier on, the upper cargo deck contains a dozen of healthy mules, sacks of food for the animals, and 500 bottles of brandy, apparently. Okay. Lower cargo area.
Mules? We got mules on board?
You have a dozen healthy mules. Yeah, so you got some meat.
All right.
Steerage deck. Well, it would. I think Captain Sartre. If you ask Flapjack, he explains. Ooh, Captain was going to sell them. What? Steerage deck, the lower cargo hold. The lower cargo hold contains crates of foodstuff and casks of wine, enough to last 10 medium creatures 30 days. There's currently 7 of you. There's 6 cadets. 13. There's 14 of you on board this ship right now. So there you go.
So we only rescued a half dozen cadets?
Yeah. And they were on their induction course like you did, if you remember, having to go around the place. Yeah, no, the first thing that... yeah, actually, I did change the adventure. I forgot it isn't as written, is it? Because I made it...
Could be hard to sleep at night.
So yes, I destroyed the academy. I apologise. Haha. I bought us an adventure.
Says the guy with a giant hamster.
No, I don't know. Hamsters are relatively quiet, but mules like to sound off at all hours, and they're loud.
Too bad he doesn't have Sirenscape going. You know what that donkey sounds like.
Yes.
Shit.
Shit.
Cernan. Can I get to the upper deck as fast as humanly possible?
Why?
Because I smell bad.
Okay.
In fact, I need going up on the upper deck.
Okay.
Because I've just realised my hindrance, and I'm on a ship full of animals. It's a bad idea.
Yeah, you and me both.
So I'm gonna have to stay in the upper deck.
Yeah.
Catch my drift. Yeah,
As you-
otherwise they're going to
yeah.
start rioting. You know what I mean, we're going to end up.
Yeah. The ship slows as another vessel comes into view, approaching the Moon Dancer from astern. The pursuing vessel looks like a giant moth with wings made of iridescent crystal, similar in colour and lustre to the crystalline vines that ravaged your world. You could just make out figures on the deck scrambling to arm the ship's mangonel.
All right, start shooting.
Astral elves, curses Flapjack, and they don't look friendly. Best ready yourselves for a fight.
All right, who has ever held a melee weapon?
The Kreen is
Ooh,
jumping up and down.
That caused a
It's
lovely
like
amount.
it's like they're picking people for a baseball game, and you're like, pick me, pick me.
Put me in, coach.
Okay, so there we go. There's your map. So,
I'm assuming you guys have an armory.
no, it's only what you got. So the cadets aren't armed. So, okay. So what I need to do now is start here. Man it. So I'm going to put all of you. Actually, no, I'm not going to. I'm just going to put Moondance. The Moondancer ship's actually going to go under Cernan. He is flying it, isn't he? Getting an awful lot of console errors since Lone Wolf disconnected, reconnected. But I'm not saying
I
it's
just
your
got him
fault.
too.
Yeah, same.
Yep, they just popped up for me.
I'm not saying it's Lone Wolf's fault. I think it's just obviously something's funky going on. I think with the module, I'm afraid. Wasn't doing it.
Oh, the Kreen will tell you that it's Mortimer's fault.
I'll say it.
Not
It's
Mortimer's, Lone Wolf's fault. Yeah. Not, yeah.
How long has it taken us to get off
I have
planet?
no idea why it would be so.
Long enough for
me.
long
Jimmy
enough for
Monk had done it
Warwalker
and
to
ran
have
away.
packed up and shape change to have packed up. That's for sure.
I'm
Takes
sorry.
a-
I'm sorry. I couldn't hear you over other people talking.
Let's say an hour's passed since it's taking you an hour to get up into orbit, as it were, and then you've slowed down.
Okay.
And anyone who spent PowerPoints, you get an hour's worth of PowerPoints back. Good point. Thank you for reminding me. Okay, the Astral Elf vessel is a star moth, which is basically crewed by 3 Astral Elf warriors and elves warning action. So I need to see now. It's a star. Okay, so you're the Spelljammer, so you go there. Go there. You 3 go underneath there on the ship. And you lot go there. Okay. So that's close enough, and I just need to put on there. Job done. Okay. What's your plans before I initiate the combat round?
Plar would like to take his 3 greenhorns and get working on the broken trebuchet or mangonel, whichever it is. Yeah, strong repair skills and smarts, and hoping that with at least 3 sets of unskilled hands, we can get this trebuchet working.
There are 2 working ballistas.
Sorry, I'm just
on the bow.
I'm going to make a slight modification to that when it comes to the trebuchet. There you go.
Is that a hole?
Yeah.
there is nothing to repair. Is that what you're saying?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, basically it was destroyed. Yeah, there's a rather large hole and some splinters on the deck below.
Okay, so destroyed rather than broken.
It has to be replaced. Yes.
In which case, I don't know if the term is retcon or whatever, but
Yeah, of course it is.
I and my chaps would move to the functional weapons in that case.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with that. You've had plenty of time to examine the ship. You would have determined it was dead before this point, so that's fine. I'm just wanting to get to. So you're up on the forecastle, which of course means basically from if on the map's perspective, I can remember is that's sort of your far. That's you with that ballista there. You've got a far arc, sort of like that, if that makes sense. It's I mean, you can find. I can't get it exact, but it's 90. You've got a 90-degree arc from there to there. Oh, on one. You know what I'm trying to say.
Okay, so basically 9 o'clock till 3 o'clock covered by 2 weapons.
Yeah, well, you
each
got
with a 45-degree arc.
You got two 90-degree arcs. So if you consider the you've got the
Got you.
One
the
there.
port one.
Yeah, you've got one
the
there.
port
and
one
there,
is going to cover that area, and
Yeah.
the starboard one's going to cover the other area.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say very badly.
100%. And me calling 90 degrees, 45 degrees didn't help.
Yeah. So you're
not at all.
yeah. So basically, based on the map, you're on the I always get it wrong. Port is left. So you're
Port
on the
side.
port gun. Yeah, you're on the port side gun, which at the moment is there. Is it well?
Ace.
with your crew.
Trist, did you get any helpers on the starboard side with you?
There were 6 cadets, so I'm going to say, unless anyone, I'm going to say Tristan, you have got assistants to man the guns if you want them. Yes.
Okay, because I definitely made off with 3. So I'm looking to support Tris so we can get at least 2 on each ballista so we can score the lower reload time.
So I'm going to add Target Glank to that ballista. Add Trist to that ballista. There we go. Yeah. And for each one was I know it says 2 minutes, but it should be correct. It should be rounds rather than so. Okay. What's everyone else up to?
Do you know why the starboard is red and the port is green?
Starboard is green, my man.
I know port side was called port side because that was the side you usually docked when you were in port. Actually,
So,
it used
do you
to
know
be,
why
actually,
each side is each?
It used to be called port used to be called something that sounded very like starboard originally, and they changed it so you could tell the difference because people.
Well, actually, you port because you docked port side. The reason why you docked port side is because starboard came from steerboard, which is your rudder on the right hand side of the ship. Steerboard side.
I can't remember. It used to be. Was it larboard? It was larboard and starboard originally, wasn't it? Yeah. But anyway, what I'm really asking is, what's everyone else up to? Obviously, Cernan's manning the deck. Sargon's shouting orders everywhere. What's everyone else up to?
I will faith athwart the ships.
So there's how many cadets? 6.
Yeah, and at the moment, unless you say otherwise, the 6 of them are manning the ballistas with Target and Trist.
Okay. I'll climb up the mast to call out to keep an eye on the other ship and call out information.
Sounds good to me. Right, let's do it. Cernan goes first.
They are really far away, aren't they? 60.
Oh yeah, good point. Actually, excuse me a sec. Let me change that. They're meant to be close. Try that instead.
Better. Cernan is going to pilot the ship, so let me
6
make
red
a
shirts.
spell jamming.
In fact,
check.
actually, they are in red uniforms. Yeah, as has been. Don't forget, those 6 cadets are new cadets. So, like you, they are in their red uniforms.
I tell them to change immediately.
They've only got their red uniforms.
It's bad
Ooh.
luck.
Oh dear. Pressure of combat's getting to you, Mr. Cernan, sir.
Can
Well,
I roll?
plus this
Can
thing
I
handles
roll a
like
support
big.
if he's going to Benny that?
Right. So the moon dancer. What's the moon dancer? It's got a top speed of 9.
Did you guys hear Lone Wolf?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll
But-
let him support me.
Well, you have to go on hold then, and because obviously you'll have to go on hold. Pedantically, I will point out.
All right,
Well,
I'll go on hold.
So I'd put you on hold there. There we go. To clicks up.
Oh, sorry.
Clicks in the stateroom.
Looking for Mrs. to click.
Oh, she's off on a mission somewhere. Sure, she wasn't on the place when it exploded. Sure, you'd be.
Make your roll.
Yeah. So can we get the? Oh, for crying out loud! Can we? Can we get the foresail to help him turn without getting in the way of the gunners? Please, cadets, crack on.
Sounds good. Okay, that gives you a +2 bonus. What did you get before? You got a 3, so that actually will cancel it out, which is rather cool. That's really interesting. I'm just trying to copy and paste something from a PDF, and it would appear that to do uppercase, it has to be accurate. Okay, so what was your plan?
Oh, the plan was to kind of turn into him a little bit so that we've got a shot. Go that way.
And then rotate. Whoop. Going on there. I'll reset the ship's resizing. There we go. Oh, hang on. Is it on dodgy? Is it on dodgy? Have I put it on hexes or something stupid? I have, but that's okay. That's okay. Right. I forgot my own rules here. So down to the. Sorry, I meant to. There was one thing I meant to do today, and I forgot. And that reread my rules. Ship maneuvers. Movement. Here we go. The main difference. So unless you move speed, you can move up to your maximum speed per turn. You can decrease your speed by half its top speed or fully brake in an action maneuver, but otherwise you're moving. You can decide the speed at the beginning of the action, and then you move that many inches. The ship remains at that speed until the next action. So, okay. You can turn 45 degrees without requiring a skill check. A vessel can perform a tighter maneuver as needed using the maneuvers section. So in the maneuvers section, so obviously, so if we go back to there and I'll close that off. So you were about there, weren't you? So you can move to 45 degrees and then move however many inches you want without issue, which is up to make it multiples. It don't work that way. I should have what I should have is smaller hexes and then leave the distance. There we go. That works better. So you don't need to make a maneuver at all if you want to just turn 45 degrees and then move up to the maximum speed. However, if you want to turn further,
Yeah, I wanted to turn to about 90 degrees and move like to about there so that my port side gun can have a shot.
yeah, a tight turn with no modifiers. You can So with a tight turn, you can move to there and turn 90 degrees, which will get you facing that way. You're facing that way, so 90 degrees will get you facing straight down. But I tried to go for hexes and it doesn't work. I might go back to squares next time. Try that now. Because then at least you can do the turn. At least now you can have the there you go. So you were facing that way, you're now facing that way, aren't you? So the port side gun.
It is medium range, but there you go, guys. Actually, I can get a little bit closer still, can't I? Let's go ahead and move just
up to
a
3 more
smidge
inches.
further. Yeah, let's move just a smidge further. That should cut it down to short range. Perfect.
Okay, so let's take to click on the hold. Cernan has maneuvered. Worthington Pettigrew Trundle. There we go. Over to you, sir.
Yeah. I'm gonna go up and help with the weaponry, I guess. 5, 10.
The other ship's
Why
only
am I
15
counting?
inches. The other ship's
Why am I
only 15 inches away.
Yeah, I'm counting off in
5 foot squares.
range. Yeah, I don't know why. Well, I know why.
We all know why.
Yeah, so 6 inches. How far can I go? I started out there.
That'd be 6 inches. You should be able to go 6 inches on the map now. So you started out there, did you?
Yeah.
So you should be able to count it now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 gets you to there.
1,
2 forecasts. Actually, no, you were there, weren't
3,
you?
4, 5, 6. I should be up on
there.
the.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2,
Should be
3,
right there.
4, 5 would get you to there, and you've got 1 inch of movement left.
Yep, I'll help out Trist.
It should be pointed out that the enemy ship is currently over there somewhere, as it were.
Yeah, I know, but there's nothing up on the stern, is there?
No, there isn't.
Except a big hole.
Except a big hole, yeah. So yeah, you helped Trist as sort of help the crew out. Mortimer's below decks, so Trist.
Yeah, I've got command abilities, so I can hopefully.
Oh, that's a good point.
Get them in line.
Look, everyone's in your command radius on the forecastle.
There you go.
Okay, Trist. Unfortunately, at the moment, you're on the wrong side to be able to use that ballista.
Can you put me on hold then?
Yep. Okay, the Dark Star is going next. So I think the first thing I'm going to do is fire a ballista at you guys. The balloon dancer. The ballista fires at short range and hits, doing no damage. I need to check before I go any further. I need to check my layout. Check my layout of my star moth. Ballistas are on the foredeck, and all the guns are on the front deck. However, that ballista, the other ballista can't fire because you're not in the fire arc. However, you're in the fire arc for the mangonel. You hear this? Obviously, it's silent in space, but obviously you can imagine the loud whomp as the crossbow goes. So, assuming similar armor, if you're crossing his bow and putting yourself there, firing off, yes, yes. Oh, okay, but it misses. Okie dokie. That brings us down to target Clank.
Ooh, no surprises here. Port side ballista locked on enemy Dark Star. Takes best shot, I guess.
Go for it. If I'll reshare the dark. No, not the Dark Star. That was the wrong one to share. Oh well, you've got all the stats of the bad guys now.
That's cool. I've got it. Which on the list is the port side? Should we say the top one is port and the middle
It's the
one is
one you're.
starboard?
It's. Don't worry, I've just shared the wrong map. Let me get rid of that one. You should have the Moon Dancer shared.
All right, it's the one that's highlighted, hey?
The one you should be crewing. Yeah.
And then going with my shooting roll, right?
Yep. They won't let me. It's interesting. I can't unshare that map. Share that now. I've shared it. Mistake. Yes, I can. Share. Stop sharing. There it is. Stop sharing. There we go. What happened there? No, you should have. I've lost it now. You should have that character sheet, and on that, if you go to one of the tabs, you should see you're on the first blister.
Oh, right. Okay, sorry. I've got exactly that open, but it doesn't have me on the first blister. Interesting. Okay.
Does it not show you that?
Close
No,
and
and-
reopen. That can make a big difference.
Yes, good call.
Sorry, I missed that.
Close and reopen. That can sometimes make a big difference.
Gotcha.
Okay, you hit with a raise. Roll for damage. Oh, this could be interesting.
No,
Actually,
that's good.
I actually forgot to do the Dark Stars move, so I will have the helmsman do his move after this. But a hit with a raise, 21 points of damage on the Dark Star. That's
Holy cow. I'll Benny it just to see what'll happen.
Hold up.
No,
Okay.
he's got the immunity set funny.
Well,
What's it immune to?
It should
Oh.
be
Plus,
set
it's got
one-
armor piercing, doesn't it?
I'm just working that one out. The ballista
Heavy
should have
weapon,
armor
like
piercing,
weapons.
so that's 4. I don't know why it's showing immunity because it should be a heavy weapon. Why is it showing?
Probably because you've got the bracket and the wrong, like, you know what I mean? Like the
But
bracket
it's a
goes
ship.
and then.
It's a ship. It shouldn't have. A ship should not have. Right, let's get rid of
Immunity?
that. A ship shouldn't have immunity. Let's drag that back onto there, saying it was a heavy weapon damage. I don't know why it's saying immunity. I don't know why it's saying immunity. I'm very confused. Never seen that happen before. It's a vehicle. It shouldn't have immunity at all. Right. Set no immunity. There we go. And then AP4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Shake the ship. Okay, so the driver of that ship must make a Spelljammer check or go out of control. Which he does, because I think his ship's got handling 0. Okie dokie. He will then. How fast is the Dark Star? The Dark Star has a top speed of 11. It's definitely moving in boarding action, you suspect. Okay, Sargon, you're up, sir.
Uh,
I will learn these rules. It'll be less clunky soon.
are they really 5 away, or are they? Is that multiplied by a distance or something?
No, I'm just this. Well, when I did it with proper distances, it gets ridiculous ranges. So right now, if you want to, if you're sitting there and you want to, hello, why are you not working? Yeah,
And it
so
looks like we're pretty close.
that's what I'm saying. Is they literally get next round? It's boarding action time. Is what I'm trying to say. Is practically they will probably try.
Yay! Screw this fighting at a distance. Who does that sort of thing?
And which? So it looks like they're boarding us.
They're planning to board you, so if you go on hold, you can be on hold for the next round when we can start the boarding action.
That works. That works, because that's pretty much exactly what I want to do is be ready to jump and land on somebody.
TK's
Okay.
ready to pounce. That was the plan. He's not shooting ballistas.
Okay, so when else attack board is there? What I need to do is I'm going to just delete that. Shit ton of console errors.
Oh.
Sorry about that.
I'll error your console.
I'll delete the moon dancer.
I'm not seeing any console errors. Oh,
Well, that's because you are the one who connected, and I wonder if
Ask-
you're
it's all your fault. I still
Ask
blame
and
you.
ask and you shall receive.
Yeah. Okay. Hopefully there won't be any more console errors now. Now, what I need to do is I need some cadets, don't I? MP. I can give them out as assets. Actually, no. I'm going to treat them as non-combatants. So Cernan is technically below deck there. Oh, crikey.
Whee!
Click is going to be. Right, sorry, I'm just trying to work this one out. I don't know why I'm getting so many.
I was going to move to the stern because there was no one back there. So
Okay.
get ready to pounce.
Cernan, I'm getting console errors every time. This happens in my sessions after a couple of hours. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on. I'll have to work it out later. I'm probably missing an update or something. Worthington got to there. Mortimer's below decks at the moment, so we'll use the other map for that sort of. Trist is manning the ballista. The cadet. I'm just going to say the cadets just are running and hiding because it's easier than to get in the way, and I only just be off. Sargon said he was climbing up the mast. So
That was a little while back. Cause I was up there in the crow's nest, keeping an eye out, kind of thing. I'll keep up.
Right.
How tall is the crow's nest? Like 30 feet?
Okay. Oh, that's not helpful. I was just reading something. Yes, I don't know. So for the sake of argument, right now we shall say it is. Okay. I have a new map for you for the boarding action map. There you go. Given the fun and games we were having with everything else, I'll just rather get to this map and go for it. So what I need to do now, before I forget to do anything else, is I need to go to here. I need to open up Mortimer the Drake Space Hamster. I need to go to here. I need to go to abilities. I need to make him resilient. I'd like to see a resilient Mortimer, and Mortimer is now resilient. And let's deal. We are on combat round 2. So the start of combat round 2. Click's on hold, Trist's on hold, Sargon's on hold. So you guys, it would appear that the Star Moth is mostly crewed by plasmoid warriors, and they're about to act unless any of you wishes to interrupt them.
Can I come off here?
Yeah, Tris needs to interrupt and fire that ballista at Altura.
Yeah, I'm
Technically, Altura's below decks the same as you are.
Oh,
Is
okay,
there
fine.
anybody I can reach with the ballista? Because if not, I still got my spells.
Well, you could obviously reach anyone on. You can reach anyone on. Well, if you think about the target, your area of effect, but you could use the ballista on anyone in that range apart from Artura, because he's technically
Okay, well
on the spell jumping helmet.
That's what I'm gonna do if I can interrupt here.
Yeah.
What do I need to do to interrupt?
Be an athletics roll.
Oh, great.
Take a shot.
Do you know what? For narrative purposes, that's fine. That's fine. For narrative purposes, because the three of you said you wanted to act, I'm going to take the three of you off hold. And so I'm just for narrative purposes, because you guys waited around. So I'm thinking I'll let you guys get the jump, because obviously they're still doing the docking and preparing to board. So if you want to go on hold again, even though I've just taken you off hold and wait until they start actually boarding your ship, you can. But if you want to act now, act now.
I want to act now because
no, but I'm talking about Click. I don't know if he wants to go, if he wants to act now or wait till they start boarding and then act. So if you want to do that, put yourself back on hold to Click, TK. Otherwise, go now, and then it will be Trist, and then it'll be Sargon in that order.
I'll roll with it real quick.
No worries.
And I'll conjure a.
Flow mode is very annoying, and the console errors. I haven't had any in ages. But I think this module's very dodgy as well. Must be I made.
You know what? I don't.
Go for it.
I'll just go back. I'll go on hold. I don't want to jam things up.
Okay. Tris, do you want to fire your ballista?
Yeah, and you're gonna need to reshare the Moon Dancer with me because something wiped it out for me.
I probably deleted it from the combat tracker, so that's okay. Because I wasn't thinking. If I go back to vehicles, go find the Moon Dancer, I will put it back on the combat tracker just because that way it's easier. Then I can share the Moon Dancer. Then I can put Trist back as the allowed there. Why is it not add you as a add you now? Oh, because it's locked. Okay, so that is you back up targeting there. Then you can target whoever you want and then use the ballista to shoot.
Okay, so who's all within my target thing?
Lieutenant Jalen or Captain Asmedian are your two primary targets. Otherwise, you got a bunch of grunts.
Obviously, the range is considerably more than that, but yeah. You can see 2 astral elves and a bunch of blue plasmoid warriors.
Okay, it's not letting me do the targeting thing. Can I just
That's
drop
okay.
and drag it onto him?
Yeah, should be able to. There you go. Oh, Gargantuan. Oh yeah, that would be real. Yes, we did have this discussion before, so I will allow you to retcon and use spells because I forgot about that silly rule. As someone pointed out, in this game, a toddler with an RPG has a better chance of shooting down an aircraft than an anti-aircraft gun.
That's true. That's true. Children are better at anti-aircraft gunners than computers.
So then I can cast a spell from here onto that same deck?
Yes, I'm going to retcon that and let you cast a spell because I forgot the silly rule of the fact that you're firing a gun from a gargantuan ship to target an individual, which makes sense. You're using a shipboard weapon, but I'd forgotten that when I said I'd let you fire if you wanted to.
Yes, the American Navy's now declassing their anti-missile destroyers and replacing with kindergarten ships. You know what I mean?
Well, we've got balloons to shoot down, man. So who better than a kid?
I know.
It's just the weirdness of the rules in the fact that
It is. It's just the way. That's an official ruling. Kindergarten. Children shoot better than computers.
The logic behind it is a child is
no, what it is
smaller
very,
than an
very
anti-aircraft
briefly.
gun.
A machine gun and a vehicle-mounted machine gun has exactly the same stats, both 50 caliber machines. But when you fire it as a personal weapon, you get a bonus to hit because you're really, really small. But if you mount it to the side of the ship, you get a minus to hit because the ship is really big.
Okay, just a regular Havoc spell, and I've targeted them, but it doesn't automatically do that.
That's absolutely fine. I had to untarget one because they're technically on a lower deck at the moment, but I've affected all the ones that are there. Let's make them make
They're
their
all
strength
distracted.
There you go.
Okay, so that's a failure on Darkstar 5, which is that one there. Who will go into the forecastle, into the wall of the upper deck wall there, and oh dear. Okay, yeah, I think he hit. I think he crunches. He crunches into that wall, and you know that effect if you sort of drop a jelly onto the ground and it just that's literally what happens here. Splat. Ooh, I'm getting console errors on killing people now. This is going to be an interesting session.
I love the Havoc spell.
might spend a penny on chance to survive. No, he's definitely not going to make it. So he's going to take. Jeepers! What is this? It's oh my god!
This is my.
Okay, so Lieutenant Jalin is basically smacked into this low deck. He hits it. He's thrown headfirst into the deck. He hits it with a loud crunch. The wind flips his body over the deck, casts him out to drift in the voids of space. Where he dies. In the old days, you could hide the console window on another screen so it didn't affect you.
Or underestimate the clumsy little gnome.
Okay, what happens there? The captain makes it, which is fine. And targeted. This is Dark Star shipmate number 5. He makes it. This leaves the Dark Star shipmate number 4. Who makes it? There we go. Well done. Sargon, you're up, sir. Pennies must flow.
Between jumping and swinging, can I get over to the captain?
Hang on, is it an battle deck? Yes.
I'm like 30 feet. Okay. I'm like 30 feet up. That's why I'm just wondering, like, between jumping and swinging stuff, can I land over by the captain?
I think with you, basically you're on a galleon. There's plenty of ropes. So have a good athletics check. You can swing. You can swing. You can swing from. Crying out loud. You can swing to that mast, and from that mast you can swing into the deck. So yes, I don't. That's at all.
Cool. Is that good enough?
Yeah. Why not?
Okay.
I'm feeling nice and generous. You land with a clump on the deck. Besides, I get you've got you surrounded by lots of bad guys, so I can beat up now.
Oh, that's the captain. I thought Altur in the back was the captain.
No, the captain. Oh no, you wouldn't be able to get to him. You'd have to go down here and then get into the lower deck. He's on the spelljamming home. He's the Star Priest. He's on the helm.
Okay. All right. Going to do blur of actions on the captain.
Okay.
Oh, I know. Powers. I will do. I'm being aggressive, so I'm going to do a raised boost fighting.
Okay.
And stab. Do I have him picked? Targeted. Yes, I do. So I'm going to Benny that. That's better.
Okay. Yeah. So you you activate your boost fighting as a mystic monk, I assume.
And that'll hit.
What are you doing?
So,
oh, go for it. I got confused. Soul knife action. Yep.
no. I will Benny that damage. Just.
I need to work out why he's showing you. I know it's going
So I should have at least shaken him on that first one.
Let's have a look. Yeah. Set no immunity. Set no immunity. You've shaken him on your first attack. So if you're happy with that, I'll give you a Betty back.
Sure. Yep. At least got something on him. Yeah.
So that's a shaken, and now he shouldn't have immunity anymore. Silly square brackets. Okay, now my turn. So Dark Star shipmate, unfortunately, doesn't have to move to attack you. Just smacks
Yeah,
you with
no.
he smacks you with a pseudopod, but misses. Okay. This Dark Star Plasmoid, he just jumps. Well, he actually jumps onto the mast and kind of lambers down. I would make an athletics roll here, and I know I'm going to roll a 1. So he's just going to get to there. He's not going to. I'm going to have him sort of tumble, and trip as he tries to lamb down the mast, so he doesn't actually get to attack after that. This guy here is going to move to there and attempt to jump across. I haven't made a single athletics roll today.
Welcome to my world.
You took a hindrance.
Yeah, I was going to say, you got a hindrance.
Oh, but at least
I've never seen Doss get mad. What's going on?
But did you
Everyone
notice?
wants to be like Sargon, but they just don't have the skills.
You have
Ooh,
first
there's a
strike.
first strike, I think.
Yeah. So did you notice the pops down the deck, looks around? Maybe I think so. We should have rethunk that. Yes, I agree. Have you noticed last time all I did was roll 1s for athletics rolls, and now all I'm doing is rolling 2s? It's really freaky. Oh dear. That's very unfortunate.
Roll 2 1s? Yeah.
He crit failed. Basically, Sargon overextends himself as he attempts to stab this plasmoid as he comes in, leaving himself exposed and vulnerable.
What happens if you hit even though you crit fail?
Technically, you can't, but
Okay.
look at that! I rolled a 1 and I still got a gang up. I don't like these new dice. I'm changing them. Okay. Plasmoid Dark Star 7 attacks and misses. This one here is going to come running up. You don't have improved first strike. Oh, you failed anyway. So
No, I don't.
yeah, I like these new dice more.
I don't.
Ooh, bloody hell. Look at that. Not fair. Right, athletics roll. If I roll a 2 here, I'm going to cry. Target Clank, you're up, sir.
Greetings, I'm gonna hurl a fork at Plasmoid Darkstar Shipmate 2.
Okay. Be warned, he is prone and therefore harder to hit, but if you just walk up to him and stab him, he's easier to hit.
Walking up to him and smacking him with a knife.
It's one of those weird things. Obviously, being prone from a ranged attack, he's got cover, but being prone.
I'll Benny that.
Hang on. Why didn't you should have got a bonus? You should get a bonus when attacking someone when prone, shouldn't you? +2 if you're standing over.
You kind of automatically
It's
get
not
higher.
built in.
It's not built in. Okay, I did not realise that. Then give me a second. Where is he? So, so someone's targeting. That's a hit. Roll for damage. You want to Benny that, of course.
That looked better.
Hey,
I'll say.
Yeah. So basically, yeah, you bring your knife down, and there's a rather large wet squelch. Blue goo, it explodes everywhere.
Take that, blue goo. Get off my forecastle.
Okay, that brings us to party.
Beg your pardon. Can you say that out loud on the stream?
For the record, you can only get the lower deck, the upper deck.
Forecastle?
I'm
What's
just
that?
kidding. Yeah.
What? I can't get both decks.
No.
Oh,
Yeah.
you-
There's another thing you can't say on the stream.
What happens is instead of what? 'cause
Oh,
it's only-
right.
Right. Okay. So what about using that set of stairs?
Sorry?
What about using the set of stairs to got one deck?
Well, there aren't technically. This deck runs underneath that deck to the back here, and then you have to go up the stairs here to get up to this deck.
So all the minions, basically, yeah.
Yeah, well, all I'm trying to say is
Well,
that.
there's a lieutenant there too. Lieutenant Xanthus up there.
Aye. Well, anyway, that's where we'll put it. If you're happy with that's.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
gonna
yeah, yeah.
I was going to timber shift it there, like, but if you don't want it.
So you're hitting that one. You're targeting that one. You're targeting that one. Targeting that one. There you go. I do
Right,
like.
we're going to drink. We're going to drink a vial of Sargon's blood and acid,
Hang on, the targeting didn't get everyone.
and then add on selective and a whole other bunch of stuff that's in the description, which will all be ambient thing if none of this actually works. Oh, look at that! Well, there's a success. Didn't get the raise though.
Yeah, I don't know why it didn't register the hits and all the others. So let me do it manually.
Should we go for the raise, or we can afford to do it? Oh no, it's not going to be a raise.
You hit them all with your belch.
Right, so ready to apply effects. And then roll damage.
Next round. Okay, so that's a wound on Plasmoid Darkstar shipmate. Turns into blue goo. Oh, error.
Do you want me to keep rolling damage? Yes.
Yes, please.
Yes. Right. Okay. Then you can work it out as we go along.
Okay, the second one is shaken. Next one. Three wounds. Splat with another console error. And again. That's another 3 wounds. Get another console error. Oh, yeah. I thought all but.
And then last guy.
The last one is the lieutenant. Who is not immune. I don't care what it says. So that's the end of him as well. Splat. There we go. You clear
There was so much for lingering damage in it.
Yeah, you clear the entire lower deck.
Nice. You killed the loot.
Yep, that's one ex-lieutenant. Wellington Pettigrew Trundlefoot the Fourth.
Right. I am moving forward to here.
Okay.
Good. Good.
Are you going to attempt an athletics roll to jump across?
No, not yet.
Okay.
First, I am going to use all my thingies. So let's start with challenge. I'm going to challenge. I'm assuming the captain's a wild card.
Yes, the captain is a wild card.
So I'm going to challenge him. So everybody gets a +2 to attack him. So if you can give him a at fighting,
yep,
+2, and that is a limited action.
Okay. That equals 2. Hang on, whoa. Just in case you roll something when I broke it. There you go.
And then I am going to do my new power,
Ooh,
Battle
battle herald.
Herald.
Yep.
And I'm going to do Inspiring Command. And I think what I'll do is sound the charge. And that gives everybody who's within 5 feet of me, which should be everybody, +2 on damage on fighting attacks.
Once per character's limited free action, you may provide allies. And yeah, that means everyone who's in it is affected when you do it, isn't it? It's they don't have to stay in it. It's who is ever in range when you do it.
Yep. I just basically shout out and sound the charge.
Okie
Go
dokie.
get 'em, Ray.
Okay, so effects, except for Click, who's way at the back.
Yeah, and Cernan. I'm sorry. Yes, I can't get them to. I can't get to them. So I apologize.
Sound the charge.
Your apology is accepted.
Toughness +2. You're doing sound the charge, toughness +2 is what you're choosing to do.
No. Sound the charge is everybody gets +2 to damage.
Oh, damage
Sorry.
+2. Sorry, my mistake.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And
If
that's
I'd
5.
known you were doing that, I would have come off a hole to run into your aura.
You
Step
know, in
into my
future, don't you know? In future, you want to be close to. I assume it affects you as well.
It
I
says
don't
all
know.
allies.
Last time I got close, someone was pinging me with their defensive field or their whatever it was.
Good
That
point.
was
Good
me.
point. It did.
That was the guy you're standing near right now. So
Okay, so you sound the charge as a backup. That's 2 limited free actions so far.
Yeah. So now can I jump over there?
Yeah, be an athletics roll. If you don't make it, you just don't get across. At least that's how I did it with all the ones that just died horribly.
Shit! I didn't roll that. I should have rolled athletics.
That's absolutely fine. I don't mind. It's the same dice, isn't it? And I'm going to pretend I didn't notice. Bink! There you go. There you go. You're absolutely fine. You land with a loud thump. The other deck.
And I'm assuming that I don't have any actions left now. Right?
Well, jumping is technically movement, and movement is a free action.
Right, but the first thing I did, I guess I got him if I do a -2.
Yeah.
So I will attack Plasmoid Darkstar Shipmate number 4.
Go for it. Just hit that multi-action, or just put a -2 in. I don't mind which.
And
You know what? I feel guilty. I'm going to give you it anyway, even though you're out of range. Just this once. Okay, that's a hit. Roll for damage.
it didn't add. Did it add in a +2?
You don't get it, do you?
I don't. It says all allies within range, so I don't know how.
Yeah, you're telling everybody else to charge. You're not telling yourself to charge.
Okay. Fair enough. It's not like I need it too much.
DK's up. Quite an amazing thing. For some reason, Winston Pettigrew's just because it's the first time he's doing it, so I think why not for fun. For some reason, for the very first time he shouts the charge, he seems to do it extra vocally loud that affects everyone.
He's got bellows for lungs.
Yeah, exactly.
Do I need to make an athletics roll to jump onto the bow there?
Technically speaking, yes. Hang on, no, it's a 1-inch jump from there. No, you're okay. Actually, ignore me. It's only because of the distance here. onto the higher deck. You need it. So no problem at all there. That's all free movement. You do once you're there. Oh, you earned your turn.
No, I wanted to.
Oh, target someone. I apologize. Go for it. I wasn't paying attention.
I was just looking for the range. That's all.
They would get cover because they're on a higher deck.
From an AOE.
If it's an AOE, they get an armor bonus.
Unless he centers it up on that deck.
Unless he centers it up on that deck. Agreed. Select selective. So yeah, you're quite correct. You could set it. You could, as long as you're only targeting that deck and the power emanates from that deck, they don't get cover. Yeah.
Well, okay then.
Hope you're remembering the selective modifier.
Yeah, I haven't declared it yet, so I'm going. I'm using.
You haven't got enough power points to spend it. Don't worry about it.
Oh no, it's all good. 2. What is it? 2, and it is 1 for selective. That's 3, and
Oh, wait. Go for it. Make the roll. Lost you.
yeah, I was trying to target at the same time. I couldn't push to talk.
That's okay. Go for it. And that one.
I should have all 3 of them. It keeps. I think we're doing it at the same time. Just
there we go. I wasn't, but targeting gets very funky when there's a template in the way. It always goes a bit funky. Yeah, interesting.
now that would be a raise. So would they?
Yep. Okay, so selective. So okay, so extra. Okay, overwhelming dread and horror. The target makes a fear roll. The extras are panicked. Okay, so I get to roll the fear table. You got a.
No,
raise
they're panicked.
Yeah, they get to make a fear check first. I think he made it.
Why your dice got to work now?
Changed them.
Ain't that the way it always goes?
Dark Star 7 is that one. Panicked. He instantly has to run.
Does that trigger an attack of opportunity for some folks?
Not unless they were engaged already, unfortunately. There's attacks of opportunity of 5E.
Yeah, no, I know. I didn't know if
I
Worthington was engaged
I was
with
being
any
a
of them.
deliberate dick at the end there. Sorry.
No, I just didn't know. I know
No,
it's the wrong word. It's a free
Yeah,
attack,
it's
but
a
I
free
didn't know
attack,
if
isn't it? Yes.
Worthington was engaged with any of them.
He killed the one he was engaged with, if that makes sense. So
Sargon was, but
And what about Sargon?
Sargon, yeah.
you attacked the captain, didn't you? The captain, didn't you? Oh no, you go do it a free attack on shipmate 7. I apologise. But do you only get 1 free attack a round? Yes, you do. So you could attack
You
shipmate
do, unless
7.
you've got.
Yeah, you attack shipmate 7, or you can get a free attack on the captain. It's your choice which one, but you can't have. It's one or.
I'll take the captain.
Okie dokie. I need the fear table, but you get a free attack while I sort out the fear table.
Okay. Who do I have targeted?
I've got it. Doesn't he roll?
Yep. So the captain's going to have a phobia of fly cream then, I suppose. Actually, no, he was.
Attaboy, Sargon.
It might be a moot point, actually, if you can hit him.
I see a 10.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter what his phobia is. I've got 3 Benny. Time-wise, yeah, we're going to end with this fight, so that we might as well see if I can mitigate some of that damage. Nope.
Once.
Nope.
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 Splat. So the captain turns to flee in terror and gets put down before he can run by Sargon. And that, I believe, is the end of your fear attack.
It is. If the others passed, I didn't think 4 passed or 8 passed either.
8 did.
Fair enough.
Yeah, we got we did. I think.
It did its job.
It certainly did. So after
Yeah, man.
you got down to...
That's good. That's how you work as a team, man.
Okay, so now it's down to... Okay.
We need to get this guy from Pennsylvania up here, though. We need to get the guy from Pennsylvania. Here he comes, Altoona.
Okay, so that's going to be 3 power points, 4 power points, 6 power points. I mean, he got his power points. 9 power points. Reasonable. Let's spend 9 power points on this on Rain of Radiance.
It does not seem reasonable at all. That seems ridiculous.
Okay, so that's a hit with a raise. So that is, I forgot to. So it's 46 damage on Winston Pettigrew at AP6.
What?
Slash
446 or 4d6?
AP6.
Jeez.
Oh, maybe 46 after all.
Yes. Okay, so that's Pettigrew Worthington. You have armor you wearing. You have armor 3, so I get to take 3 points off you there. So your toughness goes down by 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so basically, you suddenly find yourself in the center of a sun. That's at least what it feels like. Yeah, you managed to
don't delay. Now,
supplies
are running out.
You managed to avoid most of the damage. Sargon has no armor at all, so the AP isn't needed. Okay, so yeah, basically, as like a miniature, a small sun appears in the middle of the deck, and the area of effect is, the area that's burnt by the sheer radiance and power of the sun. However, you dive to the side, but you are quite badly singed, Worthington. However, I think Sargon managed to avoid most of it. There we go. Who's next? Sernan's next.
Has to be an invisible sun.
Burning hamster fur.
Cernan is trying to decide what to do. I want to use the helm to bump their ship.
Ooh, okay.
Basically, I'm kind of making a star jamming test against everybody on
Yep.
that ship.
Okay, that does include friends, you know.
Unfortunately, yes.
Here comes the collateral damage again.
It should treat it as, it should default to treating it as their agility, which I don't have a problem with. Yep, make your spell jamming roll.
Look at all those dice.
Okay. Right, so here we go.
And we're making one too, right?
It should have done it automatically for you. Actually, I should have made it.
Oh,
something
yes, it
differently.
did.
Okay.
Why?
So
Why is it unskilled?
I don't know is the honest answer there. So I will give you two, but I'll give you a bonus modifier on
Oh no, I mean I passed, but why is it unskilled?
Because
obviously,
none of you have spell jamming.
yeah.
Yeah, no, I thought it was a agility roll.
I was hoping it would be, but obviously it wasn't. So next time we'll have to worry about that one. So okay.
Because spell jamming must not be assigned to agility then.
Well, no, I need to work. Yeah, that's a good point. That's what
Or some high weirdness like that, you know.
I'll have a play with it and work out what I need to add it to. Yes, good point. I mean, spell jamming's a fake skill that we were using because to make it into using your different arcane adjust classes. So what I should have actually had Cernan do was actually roll his arcane skill, not spell jamming, and I'll remember that in future when it comes to tests. But in the meantime, he got a 6. I'm going to give you the 6. There's no effect on click. I'm going to give a 2 bonus to Sargon as well, which is no effect on Sargon. The ship jammer mates. Do you want to make him distracted or vulnerable? This will be number. I'll tell.
I'm here at the bottom of the round, but you know what? I think I'm going to make all of them vulnerable.
Okie dokie. Vulnerable, apply. Vulnerable, applied and shaken on that one. Vulnerable, apply. And unfortunately, the Star Priest was not affected. So there we go. New round.
Yeah, he's the one that I was hoping for, but oh well. It was lots of fun anyhow.
Wasn't bad, was it? I like that. Yeah, you bump ships. Okay. And it's a new round with, unfortunately, Altolera going first. I think I might take a multi-action here. First thing I'm going to do is oh, hang on. I spent 9 power points, didn't I? First thing I'm going to do is Starlight Step. 4, which gets me there. As he suddenly
Can I get my money back?
Sure.
I spent one on that agility test thing.
Yeah, that's absolutely fine. Don't you worry, sir. Okay, so basically, what happens is a sort of field of stars appear, like a veil of stars appear, and out of it steps the astral chap, and he is going to. He's got 11 power points left, so I might actually spend. I probably don't need to. Okay, so that was his first one. Okay. Don't do that one.
Excuse me.
Actually, I will do. Oh yeah, I can. With a large burst template, I can get all 4 of you. Obviously, it won't affect the people on the other ship. So I'm only getting everyone on this ship. There we go. Now I can remove that. I'm going to basically cast Hold Person on all of you. Hitting all of you. Okay. So Hold Person. Okay, it automatically affects you all. You are raised, didn't they?
No.
Oh no, he didn't. He got a 7. Thank you. I forgot the multi-action penalty. Thank you. Okay. Going to. I didn't spend the extra PowerPoint, so it is literally bang. You're all in tank. You're all basically. You're all magically held in place. Which cost me 2 PowerPoints plus air effect, 5 PowerPoints. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points. And the last thing I'll do is spend a penny. There we go. That's the end of my go. Dark Star shipmate over here is going to use his pseudopod to smack into Sargon and hit, doing enough damage to shake Sargon. Okay, this one over here is no longer shaken, but is still terrified. This one here is also going to hit Sargon. Hitting, doing negligible damage. Okay, Pargit, Clank, you're up, sir. You are magically held in place.
I thrash around and try and untangle myself.
Okay, so you can choose to make a strength check at -2 or an athletics roll to attempt to break free.
I'll be going for the strength at -2.
Which is successful. You break free of your magical chains.
Excellent. And then is that my action, or do I now carry on?
It is technically your action because otherwise you wouldn't have been able to break free, if that makes sense, if you're multi-action.
But you can move.
You can move. Moving is a free action, so you can move. You can perform any number of free actions.
Yeah, I want to. I'm thinking forwards again. I want to get onto their ship and start thinking about recovering their weaponry for our vessel, but maybe it's a bit early for that. But in either event, I'm going to move over and give some support to old Sargon.
Okay, that's absolutely fine. You can jump across to there. Just give us an athletics check. Yep, you're fine.
Happy days, that's me.
Sargon recovers from being shaken.
Good for you.
All right. Stabbity stab.
Where's Himony when you need him?
Giving you bennies every hour on the hour.
Robbing trains. He's always sending us messages. Sorry, be late. I'm holding up. Train's holding me up. And we figure it's him holding up the train, but you know.
I think you might have skewered this one. Okay, so your first action definitely skewers that one, causing a console error. And your second one? Yeah, he does
Stabbing
agree.
the
He's always
guy.
holding up trains. Yep.
Just having trouble selecting him is all.
Hold up, hold fast. There we go. Oh no, that didn't work for me either. There, got him. Got him. I got him. He's all yours. Go for it.
Nice.
I think you hit.
He's no longer getting the +2 to damage.
Yeah, so the charge.
There it is. Yeah.
That's another blue splat.
Surrender. Or die.
They just seem a little weird.
And then there was one, right?
Yeah, the guy terrified there at the back.
In
And
the
then the priest
meantime,
on our deck.
in the meantime, Sargon's trying to walk through walls. I'll assume what you're trying to do is go down the stairs and get to there. Yeah, I was only. Chick. For the record, a straightforward athletics check on your movement will let you jump up to that floor because of your racial abilities.
Am I still entangled?
You are. Sorry, good point. You need to try and break free first. But if you want to declare multi-actions, of course you can. Otherwise, you can either basically it's toughness 8 or strength or athletics to break free. Obviously, toughness 8 means you need some sort of cutting tool you can easily get hold of because you're tangled up. Yep, you're still held in place by the hold person spell. It's not really vines or entanglement. It's like it's you're bound by gravity. I'd say it's a gravity field that's holding you in place. But with a 7, you break free of it.
I guess I can leap up.
You can. So do your move. So boing, bounce through the gap and land. Most of this area seems to be covered in blue gunk. Actually, you did.
Somebody spilled their NyQuil everywhere. What's happening?
Someone's determined to spend all their bennies because he knows time's up. Ah, bad luck, sir. Okie dokie. Whirling to Trundlefoot Pendergraft the fourth remains shaken, but he can spend a benny to
What does that give me? Minus.
No. It's just you spend a benny to automatically unshake, don't you?
Yeah, but what does shaking give you?
You can't perform any actions.
Oh, well, that sucks. All right, I'll spend a benny.
You unshake. Now you can perform actions as well as move and perform 3 actions.
All right. Probably gonna have to run.
Don't forget, because of your wounds, your pace is reduced by 2.
By 2?
Mm-hmm.
Well, shit. I'm gonna be running backwards. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to run.
6 inches.
So 4. No, my pace is already reduced by 2.
Yeah,
Okay,
your
good.
pace is already reduced to 2. Yeah.
All right, I am going over there.
Just that gap to clear then. Hang on, how wide is it? Yeah, just that gap to clear with a nice athletics roll. Otherwise, you'll end up sort of hanging onto the side.
Pennies must flow. Himiny.
I'll give you one just in case.
No matter. You can have that back. Thank you, though.
Okay, you land over there. Okay, no problem at all.
All right, and then I'm issuing a challenge. Everybody's going to be +2 to attack this chode here.
Okay. I can't spell challenge, but challenge really matters is at attack +2. There you go. You challenge him. It's probably the end of your go.
Do I have enough actions left to drink a potion of healing?
Drinking a potion is an action, so it's challenging an action.
I think it's a limited. No, it's
Yeah, it's a limited action, but it's not a limited free.
Gotcha. Okay. Yes. Thank you.
So,
since you haven't done anything else, really, I don't see why you couldn't.
I was about to say, well, running's not an action, but it does apply a penalty on other actions.
Actually, it doesn't matter because none of these are skill rolls, so you can take as many minuses as he wants.
I know. Okay. I'm about to say yes. You can drink a potion of healing. The answer is yes, you can.
All right, I'm going to down that.
Oh, talking which, actually, when you said all the bennies must flow, the reason I gave you a benny is I'm going to assume you activated your service medal to benny that way. Don't forget that, guys.
Oh, I did forget that.
Do we all have that?
You all have a service medal. I'll type it up. I'll type it up for next time and put it on your character sheets.
So let me. How do I?
I decided to be nice, and obviously everyone complains I'm stingy, so I decided to retcon the fact that a service medal, you can activate it once every 24 hours to give you a Benny.
Okay.
Ah,
Is this a major or minor potion of healing?
Does it say major?
It does not.
Then it's just a minor, I'm afraid.
All right, I'm going to drink 2 then. That should heal me of all wounds.
You can't drink more than one potion a round. Well, you can. I'll break out my first edition AD&D guide and roll on the potion misability table.
I love that table, but I'm not going to risk it right now. Just drink 1.
Yeah, the Savage Pathfinder rules is you can't drink more than one potion per turn. But my interpretation is yes, you can, because I've got a first edition Dungeon Master's Guide
Right.
with the potion misability table in it, and I will roll on it.
Potion
I so love
misability.
that table.
It's so great.
Indeed. Never worked out what happens if you permanently activate a potion of healing, though. I never worked out how to deal
Regeneration. That's a simple answer. You get
with
regeneration.
What I did is I gave regeneration for 24 hours.
In Savage
Or
Worlds
just make it really, really slow. Of course,
I was going to say in Savage Worlds, it's easy. I'd make it slow, regeneration slow. So once per week, you get a natural healing roll, don't you? And
Yeah, you see, what I did was I as a GM, I gave them permanent regeneration, and then the player thought, "Oh, that's great, that's OP," until the full moon came out and they turned into werewolves and shit.
I actually had a wish spell, and I wished for regeneration, and the DM made me half troll.
Brilliant! I
was
love it.
Okay, I guess.
Okay, Trist, I'm afraid you're still held. Try again.
Yeah, she's just sitting here cursing away in Gnomish.
Sorry. Old persons. Yeah. Old persons. You got
It sucks if you'd be trapped by that.
Yeah, it's a
Hey,
pain.
my first Havoc spell did good, so I'm fine with this.
Your first Havoc spell was most violent Havoc spell I've ever seen. It was. Cernan, you're up, sir.
Okay, Cernan is going to see that this guy is on his deck and does not like that. So we are going to step out of our piloting room.
Yeah, the doors. I was going to say, yeah, absolutely fine. You spot on where the door was. You can see him from the higher deck there, and he doesn't have cover because of the stairs.
You said he does not have cover?
He doesn't have cover because you've got a clear line of.
I can see up the stairs. Okay, that's. Yeah. I just wanted to make sure. Okay, so I will start by throwing a bone shard at him.
I thought you might. You hit him with a bone shard. He doesn't have immunity. Wherever he is.
4 points is still not going to be enough to do anything. I am going to re-roll that, though. Oh, very, very nice.
Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, my goodness. That's pretty.
I was just about to fix the immunity thing, but actually I don't think I need to. He's got bennies, so I'm going to spend his bennies. Okay, he doesn't go down, but he does take 3 wounds.
Okay, and then as a limited free action,
yes,
Worthington suddenly has bone shards circling around him, or at least that's the plan. Spending lots of points. Yes. You now have a
damage field.
Bone shard field around you.
Nice. What does it do?
It does 2d6 damage to the bad guy.
It pings everybody.
No, just everybody who's next to him.
At the end of your turn, anyone adjacent to you takes 2d6 damage automatically.
Oh, okay.
Friend or foe, though. Friend or foe.
Oh, that's right. It's at the end of his turn, isn't it? Okay.
Yes. That's why I put it on him.
It is, yeah, it's 2d6 damage. Let me make sure I'm targeting the right guy to put it on.
I've done it.
Okay. Yeah, it does 2d6 damage. No, stop. Thank you. Yeah, it does 2d6 damage and lingering, not that it makes any difference.
Actually, that would make a difference because then you can move away, and the next round they'll still take damage, won't they?
Yeah.
That's quite nasty. Okay, dokie. Glixagleb, you are up, sir. You can put this.
I don't know if
If
he's
you
going
could
to
put,
get. I don't know if he's going to get any cover bonus.
well, if you, well, he would get cover bonus from there. Yes, if you go to the top of the stairs and pay go selective, he wouldn't.
I can't because I'm tangled.
Ah, okay. He will get cover bonus.
Right. Okay.
Which is obviously an armor bonus rather than cover in this case. He'll get plus 4. He'll get +4 armor against your area of attack. Area attack spell. Gotta love those D4s sometimes. Yes, you certainly do.
Oh well, I think it's all.
When you hit, see how much damage you do.
Was you not going to evade it?
Oh, it's does it? Can it be evaded? Yeah, because it depends. If the power says can be evaded, it can be evaded. It doesn't say can be evaded, it can be evaded.
That's an area effect attack.
You're actually doing burst, so it's the burst power. So you actually have to look up the burst power, and it will tell you what it says.
Well, it doesn't say. It doesn't say it can be evaded.
And it can't be evaded.
Right. Okay. Then we're going to roll damage.
Hang on. Success case, see area of effects attacks everything unless. Hang on. Unless area of effects say you can be evaded. So, area weapons.
I don't know. I'm very tired. I can't remember.
I can't either. If the roll is successful,
Right.
any target is affected regardless of attacks such as dodge edge. The effect causes damage. Roll for each victim. Do you know it doesn't say anyway you can avoid them?
Right. Anyway.
Maybe we've been doing it wrong all this time.
Showing him with immunity.
17.
Okay, give me a second. No immunity to that. Let's spend one of my bennies for fun. Spend my last penny for fun. Okay, that's it. Splat. Huzzah.
Help me! I'm melting.
Okay. Okay, so now actually that does matter.
Oh, that was a mistake. That's the target.
Acetate. Okie dokie. So at that point, for all intents and purposes, combat is over. I know you've got one panicked prisoner left, but he's scared to fight.
Does he surrender?
Yeah, he will surrender because he's terrified of you all. So
Can we very quickly lash the ship so it doesn't start drifting by us?
Well, anyway,
And let's loot it.
Oh, boarding action would have been tidy. So we will deal with the tidying next week. But what I will say at this point is,
advancement.
No, not this early. There's a time for an advancement, but you haven't finished chapter 1 of this adventure yet. However, what I will say is the plasmoid, upon questioning, provides the following information, and that which we shall then leave it until next time. But the plasmoid tells you that the ship's cargo hold was packed with at least 100 astral seeds, which were jettisoned one by one into the atmosphere of Toriel. The plasmoids don't know what these seeds do, but he does know that each one. He does say that each one resembled a crystal pod, roughly the size and shape of a coffin. Apparently, he says that obviously they were hard mercenary. They're hard mercenary by the Astro Elves. They hail from a faraway wild space system called Zari Space. The Dark Star, this is the ship you're on, was one of several astral elf ships that travelled to to realm space, and the rest of the fleet has ship.
What kind of ship is this?
It's a star moth. It's an astral elf star moth.
It's mine now.
Salvage weaponry.
Yeah.
I killed the captain.
Yeah. I will point out. Actually, let's have some combination knowledge checks. Obviously, I've got all the stuff about next week about treasure and what you find and all that. Obviously, the guy you threw overboard, you won't have his equipment. The others. Sargon, Trist. Obviously, click's okay. Plarg, it clanks, clueless. Sargon, you do know that basically elves highly prize their ships. The Astro elves highly prize their ships, for they grow them, and it is a known fact that if anyone, if you do take this ship, then every Astro elf would hunt you down without get the ship back.
So I will point at my hindrance of overconfident and say, so?
Well, let's put it like this. It's highly recommended not to do so, but we should leave it there, given that there's 100+ other. Well, sorry, there's one of several astral ships. Yeah, so yeah.
You may end up flying the ship alone if you want to take a hard line on it.
Yeah, we'll deal with what everyone wants to do next time. But those that make their common knowledge know that basically astral elves take a very dim view of anyone who steals one of their ships. There is only one penalty for such a crime in it, as far as the astral elves are concerned, and that's death.
Well, this ship is apparently stolen because it was not manned by elves.
Yes, it was.
No,
Yeah.
they're plasmoids.
Oh, the
They were the
captain, the
crew.
lieutenant, and that guy who blew the shit out of us was all.
Yeah, it was 4 astral elves and their plasmoid mercenary crew. The ship it's an astral elf ship.
Oh, it's my ship now.
That's fine. We'll leave it there with as you can discuss the semantics of that next time. But we shall leave it there. Sargon claims himself captain of the Dark Star. Hope you enjoyed it, guys.
Thanks very
Good
much.
stuff.
That's okay. Spend those
Hey,
pennies.
Daz.
Yes, ask those questions.
Oh, yeah, no, I just had a question about like the